Hey y'all, get in here, hit the like button. Let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. Y'all don't understand how happy I am that this whole thing is almost over. The grand finale or season finale, whatever you want to call it. I hope this should be a show finale, not a season finale. I don't know what else they could do. I think Taj was on Instagram Live and she was like, she can't see no reason for them to do another season. So I hope that that's an indication that we will not have to sit through this again. Because, y'all, this has been torture. Okay, torture. So, and let's talk. Let's talk. Let me see who's in the room. Y'all hit the like button for me as you come in. Like button on the way in. Like button on the way in. Let me holler at y'all real fast. Okay, let me see who's in here. I hope y'all ready to talk about these people, child. We got to get into it. We saw some foolishness tonight. Those of you all who watch, y'all know we saw some foolishness tonight. Nacho Twins mama is in the house. She telling y'all to hit that like button. Go on, hit it. Miss MO1, hey girl. How you doing? BJ Dez in the house. Hey girl. Y'all know who should end that show. It shouldn't be no show. SWV should just do a show by themselves and leave them things where they at. Deborah Randall in the house. Hey, Jackie Gaines. What's up, sis? Mo Rucker. Hey, Mo. How you doing? Janice. Hey, pretty girl. Child, we going to talk about Latasha and them wigs, baby. we going to talk about it. And the subtle shade from Tiny on Tasha with them wigs, too. We're going to talk about that. We're going to do it because I don't know if y'all caught it, but I did. And you know I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. Hey, Dana Cutler, Miss Steelers Nation is in the house. SFF. Hey, my SFF, we love you. Good to see you, Red Majestic Diva. How are you? Good to see you. Don D is in the building. Hey, Don D. What's up, Nina Ross? What's happening, girl? Annie Gant, how you doing? Good to see you. M. Guerrero, hello, beautiful. How are you? Generous Soul, hey. How are you? It's good to see you. Debbie Garcia is here. We got both Debs. Y'all know what that means. Both Debs. That means the show can begin. Delightful by Design. Good to see you. Hey, Trina Taylor. How you doing, girl? Queen of Hearts KS, how are you? Always good to see you. We love you. Candy R, how are you? Miss Sparkle, the resident Mary Kay lady, is in the house. Lel is in the house. Dana Brown is in the house. And Yvette is in the house all the way from Birmingham, UK. How you doing? Hey, Miss Nisi, how are you? All right, the beautiful, the gorgeous Nisi Rose is here all the way from Canada. Cecilia Norwood, hey lady, how are you? It's good to see you. All right, all right. Who else up in here? Uh-oh, DH in the house. My baby is here. Mama's Peanut is in the building. She said, like this video. Now do it for the baby. Hit the like button. Help a girl out. Joanne Wilson, how you doing? Hello, beautiful lady. M. Jones, how are you? How are you? Yes, happy first Sunday. I hope y'all got your communion on, even if you did it at home. I hope you did. I know it was the blood. Y'all know what y'all supposed to do on the first Sunday. Hey, Lita, how you doing? Hey, Shani, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you, Sharice Williams. Hey, sis. Child, I'm so glad you here. I'm glad you here. Child, they messy, ain't they? Rochelle, hey, sis. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Deborah Harris in the house. How you doing? Krista Jones. Hey, gorgeous. It's been a minute. Where you been? The Divine Miss M. Good to see you. All right, all right. N Rose 33. Good to see you. Okay, all right. So listen. Anybody else come in? Y'all know the rules on the porch. Everybody is welcome. Let's respect everybody's opinion. You can disagree. No personal comments, no personal attacks, no shots. Keep it clean. Okay, don't no punching below the belt. Touch gloves and let's get in. Everybody should be welcome and respected. If I miss greeting anybody, don't y'all miss them. If I don't get a chance to stop talking and say, hey, welcome, y'all welcome. If you see somebody who's here for the first time, make sure they know they are welcome. Nobody wants to feel tolerated, okay? Kalila, hey girl. Nona, hey Nona. So listen, y'all. Let's talk. Let's talk. We got to talk about these people. Hold on, Cecilia. What you say, girl? Yeah, SWV do need to do their own show. Too much drama with Escape. Escape is just too messy. Too messy, too much drama. They disrespectful. Hell, they disrespect each other. I'm not sure how SWV thought they weren't gonna be disrespectful to them. They don't respect each other and expect to still perform together. And it's like they act like, excuse me, y'all. They act like they can't understand why they're not being productive. You're not productive because y'all don't respect each other. Y'all don't even like each other. Y'all don't even like each other. How you gonna be productive? Everything they do is like a move to tear down somebody else in the group. Y'all don't want to really perform. Y'all just want to attack each other. Y'all could do that without involving other people. Hell, they could have did that without this TV show. Y'all didn't need no cameras to help y'all tear each other up. Y'all got social media for that. Apparently, you know how to do it. And please understand, Tasha gonna get her issue tonight. She might get drugged a little bitty bit across this porch. Tasha might get drugged across this porch just a little bit. Just a little bit. A lot of bit. Plenty bit. I'm just saying that's just a warning in case you one of them people is like, oh, Nitri, that's just too. I'm just warning you before we go there. All right. Oh, we got an anniversary. It's our anniversary. Happy anniversary to Divine Miss M. All right. So listen. Hey, sis. It's Lily, the red lipstick hustler, y'all. What's up, sis? Always happy to see you. So let's talk about this foolishness, shall we? Shall we talk about the foolishness? There's so much of it. It's just so much of it. So listen. How they say, okay, so boom, right? They start off with the Tamika and Tasha phone call, and hey, happy to be happy, and we need to talk because I'm ready to be back talking to you. I miss you. That's what Tamika's saying and all that. In this bull, y'all don't like each other either, and I still blame the mom on that. You see your children can't get along, tell them the truth. Y'all stay the hell away from each other. That's what you need to do. Y'all don't like each other, stay away from each other. And anybody did something they shouldn't do, make it right. Simple. Like, I don't understand why some mothers can't just call it down the middle, but whatever. Then you get to, Coco, doing her thing with her kid. Of course, you got Taj with her little workout stuff, just cute stuff. Everything from SWV just seemed like real cute stuff. And then you got Escape. Okay. Hey, Vanessa Comagate, Trina Taylor, what you say? Somebody, Candy already said that Latasha not performing with them. She said her sister can sing her part. Didn't they learn that last week? They went on tour and people said Tasha was needed. Well, Candy is delusional. Candy's always been delusional. Tasha liking herself to be Miss Ross. Well, didn't Tamika call her Diana Ross? Well, who called her Diana Ross first? Because I heard Tamika call her Diana Ross. Hey, DS. Yeah, they need to stay away. Just stay away. Y'all don't like each other. Get that girl back her money and stay out her face, and she need to stay out your face because they clearly don't like each other. They don't. And at this point, it's like when you see that somebody don't mean you no good, I don't care if it's family. Leave them people alone. Leave them alone. I ain't saying you got to hate nobody. You ain't got to triple make them bust their chin on the pavement. You ain't got to, put no X-Lax in they favorite Easter chocolate. You ain't got to put no citrate of magnesia in their Mountain Dew. All you got to do is leave them people alone. I don't understand what's so difficult about this. Shannon say it was her sister that called her Diana. She made her own personal dress. Right. I thought that was her sister that called her Diana Ross. And to me, that wasn't nothing to bring up at that moment. Because she had her own dress made. That man makes tacky clothes. And that girl had every right to say, I'm not wearing that. Because I wouldn't have wore that garbage either. And I go on record saying that. Right, Vanessa, that mess is toxic. You don't like each other for whatever reason. I think we have to be honest with ourselves at a certain point, okay? Blood make you kin, but you might not be friends, okay? Family don't mean you got to be friends. And once you become adults, if y'all are on two extremely different paths in life. Y'all want two extremely different things. Your personalities clash and all that. Leave them goddamn people alone. What's wrong with you? Family is not supposed to be an albatross around your neck or a millstone around your neck. Sometimes unburden yourself, okay? That's all I'm saying. I ain't telling nobody what to do, but if it ain't working, let it go. Lily say, I'd rather stay away because I do not want to be on Snap TV show and there's no return once I go there. Right. Ain't nobody got no business trying to go to jail just to be in somebody's face. Leave them people alone. Elle say, are they getting back together? I don't know, but I sure hope not. It don't look like it, girl. Trina say, but I'm still baffled how they waited until they came on TV to say all the stuff they could have said off camera. Girl, because they don't like each other and she wanted to make it a big thing and embarrass her sister. Okay, fine. That's your right to do. Now, pay that girl back her money. Y'all leave each other alone and quit coming on TV lying. Both of them. Hey, U.S. Army brat. All right. Shannon say, like Tasha's sisters, but not by choice. Right. You didn't choose her. Your mom and daddy made that happen for you. Y'all grew up together. It didn't work out. Leave her alone. M. Guerrero said, yeah, be honest. And that's something they not doing. Right. I can't stand it. Yeah, them clothes belong on the pole. But you remember they say the man do make stripper clothes now. Divine Miss M say mamas tell they little kids go to opposing corners. This sisterhood is toxic. Right. Hey, Renee. Oh, my sis is here. Hey, girl. All right. So that says a lot about Escape taste. Right. Just trashy, tacky, and hood. That's what it is. Right, Candy. My mental health, I had to cut some kinfolks off. I'm good. Child, baby, let me tell you something. When my mama left here on May the 10th of 2022, in the year of our Lord, 2022, do you know I lost by, I say, a good almost 1,000 pounds because I cut off a gang of Negroes and I felt great. And this time I'll keep the weight off. Hey, Morgan D. When I lose that kind of weight, baby, I keep the weight off. I promise you that. But anyway, so then you got Tasha in this studio with them forced runs. Her voice sounds real nice every now and then. And it worked out because we never heard Escape very much. They made them little tired songs. They ain't got the 5 of them. They wasn't never in heavy rotation on the radio. So you didn't have to hear it often. You didn't have to hear it often, ever. And now I feel like since they've been on this show, I done heard Latasha's voice way too much. And it's not. It's not. And it's better than everybody else in that group. But that ain't saying much. So she in the studio, child, forcing them runs. And I mean, she forcing them sapsuckers too. And, Rocky over there pumping her head up like she just killing it. Hey, Dialogue Sisters, how you doing, boo? She act like she just killing it. That's all right, sis. I appreciate that. She's going on to glory. She was one of the saints. I'll see her later. I miss my baby, but I'll see her later. Candy, I say sometimes we have to, child. They not work. They ain't. And they do look nasty in their clothes. They look uncomfortable, stuffed in there, greasy. Elle say, okay, I've been losing weight since I cut off toxicity. I'm telling you, you'll lose a gang of it. You'll lose a gang of it. Cecilia say Escape members need to be put in individual jail cell. They never got along. They still think they're a little high school group stuck in the past. They need to grow the hell up and do. Okay, look, because a lot of them people, if I'm being honest now, I was only dealing with them, to make her happy. She gone. She ain't gonna know if I don't deal with them. So anybody get the name of that shop, I'm gonna get me an outfit made. Renee ain't studying you. That boy name was Corey now. His name was Corey. And it say Rock is so happy he could jump through hoops. Child, I done had enough of Rock Head. I done had enough of old Rock Head. Yeah, her voice is boring. Because, she literally put the same run on every song. On every song she sang, it's the same run. Cynthia Gross say not to be shady, but has Tiny gotten her behind smaller? Her shape look different. I don't know, but I don't know if it's smaller, but I know when she was out there teaching them children how to do the Just Kick It dance, that butt looked like somebody had cut the bottom off of 2 hams and just stuck it behind her. It ain't shaped right. I hope ain't no doctor did that. I don't know. I'm tired of Rockhead. I done had enough. Morgan D say, where was Dwight to say how dreadful child? Dwight don't want nothing to do with that. Dwight don't want nothing to do with that there. But listen, so she in there, he pumping her head up. Tamika walked in to go, meet up with her sister. Rocket spoke to Tamika. Tamika ain't speak back. She waited till her sister came out, spoke to her. Like, okay, that's fine. Then they go sit down and talk. Tamika lets her know, I sat down and I talked with mama and she how that went, and production showed that whole scene back or whatever. I felt like that whole conversation between them sisters was a waste of time, and it was fake and phony as hell. It was so fake. It was ridiculously fake. The way they sat up there, to both of them. And Tamika like, well, we both said things that was hurtful, and here come Tasha trying to argue. Well, you said stuff that hurt me. Like, girl, she just said we both. What the hell? It's like both of them are having a victim Olympics. They both trying to prove they the victim, and I'm tired, y'all. I'm just tired. The Scott sisters got me tired. Yes, M. Guerrero, very fake, and I could not take no more. I just couldn't take no more. And then Tasha, I want our sisterhood back, and she reminiscing when our dad left. We was the three amigos. That was then, Negro. That was then. Y'all is grown now, and the women y'all grew into don't like each other. Let it go. Miss MO1 say nothing about XSCAPE stage look say sexy. It says the old ladies at the club trying to be sexy, like the Golden Girls got caught up in the raid. You know the episode. Yes, I do, and I agree. Morgan, what you say, girl? Why didn't Tamika bring up the money situation? Child, listen, at this point, I don't know how I feel about this money, but whatever the case may be, if Tasha can't defend the fact that check been signed by somebody named Edward, and she claiming Rocket name ain't Edward, unless she can tell me who Edward is, she need to get that girl her goddamn money back. Because I'm tired of them with this $30,000. Because the story sounded stupid from the beginning. I still don't believe Tamika snuck and paid taxes on those $30,000. You still not finna convince me of that. But either way it go, I feel like pay her $30,000 because we had to hear about it. Needs to say the hug was forced too, just uncomfortable. It was. They both being fake. And they both with the fake tears and the fake hug. Hey, QD, I had enough of them hookers. I can't take no more of the Scott sisters. And Tamika in the confessional with fake tears, like, girl, bye. Right, XSCAPE is cheap and tawdry. That's the word. That's the word. Say, run that girl her money, period. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever happened, pay her. Because at this point, I don't trust her. I don't trust neither one of them. Just get a girl her money back. Just period. My friend gonna text me talking about notice Candy ain't volunteer herself to sing anybody part. Oh no. Oh no. And she says she think the wig name is Edward. Could be. Now the Divine Miss M say the sisters' makeup was a setup for showing ending breakup. Huh? For a showing ending breakup. You might have to retype that one, sis. I think I know what you mean, but I don't want to translate that wrong. Say these Scott sisters need to leave each other alone. Their whole storyline has taken even the purpose of the show. Right. And now the whole show is about $30,000 and the big one and the small big one. And I'm tired of both of them. Thank you, Cynthia. I'm tired of it. It don't even make no sense at this point. Just give her the money. God dang. And the fact that Latasha knows something, even if Rocket took that money, she knows something about it. And the fact that she sat there pretending not to know nothing until this girl brought out these so-called receipts, then that's enough. And the fact that she sat there talking about, I got my own receipts too, but we ain't seen them. We ain't seen them. So if you got your own receipts, instead of talking, you should have been showing. I'm sick of Latasha, how she did all that crying and I don't know what to do and tell me what to do and we need to fix this and I don't know how to fix this. Girl, get that girl her money and leave her the hell alone. That's how you fix it. Debbie say, shoot, pay us $30,000 because we had to hear about it. I agree. Lord knows. Yes, M. Guerrero, hug fake, cry fake, everything fake. Tamika booty fake, that bang she got clipped on fake. I was so, and I'm trying to figure out how many scenes do we have to see Tamika with that clipped on bang too. Trina say, yes, Blanche wanted to go to the bar and they was arrested for being prostitutes when they were supposed to see Burt Reynolds. I remember that. Blanche will get you in trouble, child. I'm sorry. Maybe is Tiny Blanche or is Candy Blanche? Who is Blanche? Who is Blanche? Because I feel like Tasha is Miss Sophia. Vanessa say, I'm done with the whole group. Escape is just a mess. It is. Mm-hmm. I believe she knew something. Yes, Lily, the small big one, because both of the Scott sisters is big, but you got the big one and the small big one. Mm-hmm. Child, they just need to go away. They need to go away. They do. I'm tired. Renee says she knew her husband took that money and all three of them spent it. Uh-huh, probably so. That bang be clipped on. Last episode, she showed us the black clip-on bang, then she showed us the brown clip-on bang. Now she got the black clip-on bang on again. I believe that bang is from the 90s. I believe it was there when we was in Atlanta going to the World Club and Casino. I think I seen that bang in the crowd. That ponytail tied up itself, and again. The baby saying, but 87 likes. Now, I know good and well y'all wouldn't treat y'all sister like this. I know y'all wouldn't treat me like that. Please hit the like button. Matter of fact, let's stop everything right now. And we going to all hit it on the count of 3. Okay? Now, 1, 2, 3. Everybody hit the thumbs up. Come on now. Hit the thumb. Hey, Shanika C. Yes, Niecy Rose, the bang is hitched up and holding on. You say Candy is Blanche. Okay, y'all say Candy Blanche. Okay. Delightful by Design say it's refreshing when they cut the SWV. It is. The SWV come on the screen. It feel like, ooh, like the house just got clean. You know how when you first clean your house and you smell all that bleach and Fabuloso and 409 and stuff? That's what it is. It's like that fresh, like... just a breath of fresh air. Thank you, Elle. I appreciate it. You say Tanya is Rose. Nah, Tanya's smarter than everybody in that group. Tanya done proved she got more sense than everybody. We can't call her Rose Nyland. Hey, what's up? Is that Tanjan Zoo? You already hit the like. Thank you, sis. You hit it on the way in. That's what I'm talking about. My friend just texted me and say Candy wish she was Blanche. Uh-oh. What you say? Morgan said, I think Candy is Dorothy. Yeah, Candy does give me Dorothy with that deep voice. Yeah. That's that B. Arthur voice. Cecilia Norwood say thumbs up. Thumbs up, Benny. SWV is more entertaining. They more real. They are. They way more real. They more relatable. They more likable. I'm just saying. So then they went through all that foolishness. Then you got Tamika gets over there excited about the dancers, child. She was the first one in the room with that fake booty perched up, looking like it's looking with the bang. Then Tasha comes showing up, child, and Lily and Taj and Tiny. Then they say Candy had to do something, so she couldn't come. So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. So, SWV is there. So this scene was already a winner. These ladies are entertaining. They're engaging. They make you want to know what they're going to do next. Okay? Yeah, that's true. She do have a B. Arthur voice, not your twins, mama. Yeah, Tamika could be Rose Nyland. She could be Rose. Yeah, you're not alone, Elle. We all like SWV music better than Escape. The only thing saved Escape a little bit was that they had them beats from Jermaine Dupri. If they didn't have them beats, baby, wouldn't nobody listen to nothing they said. Hazeline. So anywho, so they in there, and SWV giving us real reality TV moments, and just being cool, man. Taj like, child, I'm the best dancer even with the bad knees. Lily's like, easily I'm the worst dancer. I just love their relatability and the fact that they can own their goofiness, the stuff that they don't do so great. Like, they just real cool ladies. They real cool ladies. So they doing their thing, and the cheering is dancing and stuff. I wasn't really interested in that dancing. And if I'm being honest, I wasn't interested at all. But then Taj crazy, but she decides she gonna get up there and dance around and play with the dancers. This fool gonna get down on the floor and do the worm. I say, not the worm on the floor. She took it all the way back to 1985. I say, you better give it to him, Taj. Yeah, better give it to him, Taj. It was cute. Just broke up the monotony and all the seriousness and silliness a little bit. SWV was at, then they at the table with one of their managers, they talking, again, nice, real cool moment. Even when they talking about what's happening, it don't get just dank, dirty, and stank. Like, it just was real cool, and they, talking about everything going on, and Lily with her dirty talking stuff, and they talking about child Lily be talking dirty. And we all know Lily be talking dirty with that. What she call that character, Sister Hot Coochie? I'm not finna say that P word. I ain't real comfortable. I know I'm grown. I can say what I want to, but I'm not finna say that. Ray all day, what's happening? All right. You say, I feel SWV are not insecure like XSCAPE. They're definitely not. That's what happens when you're actually attractive. You don't just be insecure like that for no reason. But, so they having a good time, and they talking about this weak versus understanding thing. And Taj let them know that them people think they not relevant. And she telling them, basically repeating what Tamika said, that, y'all not as relevant because of social media. And Coco jumped in, child. Coco say Tamika ain't relevant. Hey, Dora. Say Tamika ain't relevant. And Lily crazy, but talking about Candy, Tiny and Candy behind this for her to kiss, not them. I say, help me, somebody. She took it all the way there. Taj was like, and she go tell her, I hope you told her that. She said, well, I explained that, but I didn't say it like that. Taj is funny to me. I'm sorry. Taj tickles me. BJ say, I was bored with this episode. It's the same stuff each week. I just don't give a hoot. Just break apart, do their own things. XSCAPE is so darn childish. Yes. Just Jules JG say, good evening. Hey, boo. Love watching your show, but I can't with this show. SWV is great, but Candy in the gang, I can't watch. I hate two sisters fighting. Child, it's a mess. I be watching for SWV. Because at this point, XSCAPE ain't gave us nothing but $30,000 in some text messages. Divine Miss M say, Taj son saying hi, Ma, when she attempted her phone striptease for Eddie had me rolling. Child, look. It was a bit much. That was funny. Say, but one more. Candy, the whore. Blanche was a whore. Now I'm going to the corner. Girl, that ain't no cuss word. Whore's in the Bible. That's all right. Tanjon say, that ain't the worm. WWF renamed the dance. The dance was called the centipede. WWF can't rename the 80s. I was around. I know how it went. That is the worm. My brother and them used to do it at the skating rink when they was breakdancing. I know exactly what that is called. Them clear people at the wrestling do not get to rename nothing from black culture. They can kiss my foot. Or as my grandma say, if they in a hurry, they ain't got to stoop that low. Cynthia Gross say, when Taj said that SWV said they SWV are all in one room, but XSCAPE member has to have their own room, enough said. Oh, yes. But what was worse about that was her saying my group is bougie. Ain't nothing bougie about you hood bookers. Nothing. This, of course, the show should end with week. Or like Coco was saying, child, y'all do y'all thing, we'll do our thing, because it's just too much. Morgan D said, XSCAPE still trying to prove they not the ugly girl group, and their egos are out of this world, and you not gonna prove it. Y'all had time to clear that up when Christopher Wallace was still alive. They was supposed to roast Biggie Smalls all the way to the underworld, and you didn't. So ain't no need in trying to prove nothing now. Y'all know I said it before, and I say it again. Ain't no way in the solemn hell a Negro look like Biggie Smalls could call me ugly and still been standing there. You couldn't. Yeah, I don't know nothing about no kickworm. You used to do the kickworm. I ain't never heard of the kickworm. I don't know about that now. Crystal say, I'm sorry. I know you guys like SWV better than XSCAPE, but I think Coco has a nasty way about her, even with her own group. Coco don't come off nasty to me. I ain't see none of that. Coco don't come off nasty to me. Coco just say how she feel, and she's not a person that's gonna really let you play with her. I don't have a problem with Coco because everything that these hookers is doing is enough to make Coco sound some type of way. Jenna say, y'all, I'm still watching. SWV ain't boring, but this escape drama, I'm triggered. Let me finish watching so I can. I know that's right, Jenna. Come on, girl. Yeah, the worm, straight up. Yeah, them people, Vince McMahon can go eat some more steroids. You ain't finna rename nothing for me. I mean, at the end of the day, preferring your own room is one thing, but it was just the way Tamika said it. My group, bougie, child bye. Well, Coco can actually sing, and her group is actually touring. That might have something to do with it. You say Tamika is Rose dingbat. Yeah, Biggie Smalls. They sat up there and let Biggie Smalls call them ugly and didn't say nothing. Now you all these years later trying to overcompensate. You out your mind. Cecilia say Coco told them she needed her medication, so Coco is letting them have it. Now y'all best to get her antidepressants. Yeah, give her medicine, and if things might get better. Ray say Week should end the show. It's a bigger song with different endings. Right. But you know, Escape got them 5 songs in a pocket full of dreams. And they like to pretend like them 5 songs gonna take them to the moon. Right, Morgan. I like Coco. Coco just keep it real, and she ain't finna play with you. When you get on her nerves, you gonna know it. So it was painful dance you do on the floor, but it was cute. Oh, okay. Yeah, I ain't do no painful dances on the floor now. Say Coco don't have to be a jerk though. I didn't see her being a jerk. Maybe I missed it, child. I like me some Coco. Candy can't run over Coco. She met a man. That's what the heifer don't like. She hit that brick wall. Yeah, I love Coco. Coco ain't rubbed me the wrong way yet. So Week is undeniably the biggest hit of the two groups. It is, but they want to pretend. Cynthia said Coco can be nasty in the past when SWV was hot. It was rumored that Coco was a lot to handle. Yeah, I heard that back in the day, but from what I see right now, she ain't bother me. Say Week shouldn't end, but it slapped because it's slow, but ending with something fun. They don't want to end with nothing fun. They want to end with the biggest hit. So that's the bone of contention. Because Escape is dumb enough to think that Understanding is a bigger hit because they on social media. Yes, because at the end of the day, everybody gonna sing that part. Because y'all know we was all doing it. Don't act like I'm the only one that when that song came on, all your friends, even the ones ain't know the words, would be there. And you know the it's gonna be just like that night. Everybody been drinking, having a good time. It's gonna go down. Oh, she gone back the commercial off now, y'all. She done left us. Hey, Maestro. Say that Escape little secret. Maybe they'll come out with a camera with camera friendly faces. You know what? Y'all is wrong. How they gonna come out with camera friendly faces? Y'all rough, man. Y'all rough. Don D said, me and my daughter were just talking how Week should end the show. People would say all the way to the end if they do. Yes, because they waiting to hear Week live. Yes. Understanding ends the show. People will leave like we did. Right. Ain't nobody hanging around for no understanding. Jenna say, y'all see Candy Homegirl trying out for the dance part. The joint from Candy in the Game. I never watched Candy in the Game. Candy's too boring. She's criminal with that. Morgan say, yeah, Week need to end or let it be a mashup between the two. No, it don't need to be no mashup. They need to understand it ain't no hit. Maestro say, Coco said your ego will get your butt whooped. Yes, she did. I say, oh, Coco on the loose. Nisa said, yes. And the DJ turns the music down at that one part. Yes, everybody is going to be on one. They going to listen. The whole crowd going to get lit. DC, my friends say, Escape attitude making them ugly. They need to stay off TV. I know other races of women who sing Weak. Escape needs some understanding about how we don't care. Well, I agree. Ms. Emma once said, if Understanding was a bigger song, due to Candy and Tiny's social media following, why didn't the song they put out last year sell? Because they can't sing. Dash why. Hey, Vita from Denver. Tan say, I get so weak in the knees and something, dun, 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 dun. Ha, 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 ha. That's how I remember it too, girl. Knocks me right off of my feet. Yes, just like that. Just like that, girl. Okay, Trina say, no, SWV need to end with Right Here and Human Nature with Michael Jackson. They don't want to do that because everybody want to hear Weak. Now, we like Right Here, but that Weak going to get everybody in the crowd. That's crowd participation. Now, if Michael Jackson was still alive and he could jump out there on the stage with him, yes, ma'am. That's the lick. That is the lick. Emerald, come get Jules. Emerald, come get Jules. I'm not finna compete with her. I don't have time. This darn cat up here rubbing on the computer, y'all trying to get attention. I cannot. So anyway, so Tiny talks about Tasha not coming to, she talking to her daughter, and the whole social media thing came up again. Like, they really trying to sell this social media bull crap. Like, girl, that is not enough. Nobody don't care about y'all like that to come see y'all perform about no social media. Because I think Tiny nerves and feelings got touched because her baby was like, child, they got more hits than y'all. And that's just that. And she talking about it's butts in seats. And so, child, y'all can't put butts in seats like that. Quit dreaming, baby. Just stop. Because nobody's falling for it. Absolutely nobody. At all. Say, what about the new allegation somebody getting kickbacks? That's at the end of the show. You know I go on order, girl. Hey, Tia Baller, say they definitely should end with Weak. It's the biggest song. Girl, guess what? My little niece crossed today. My Tahimbi Yeomans is the newest pretty girl on the block. I'm so excited for her. Trina say, now you know they got virtual images of Michael Jackson. No, that ain't the same thing. Michael got to come out there moonwalking and leaning. You say, I can't stand Tiny. Child, Tiny tried it. And talking about, Tasha ain't come to the last recording, and that gave us a chance to really, not recording, but the last rehearsal, that gave us a chance to really, rehearse. And Tamika was singing her parts. And I'm like, child, don't nobody care. Candy knows that SWV Week is going to steal the show. Right. She'll rather have the show flop than for them to blow it up. Jenna say, also, pretty lady, stand up. I pray y'all don't ever come across a rocket in a moment of weakness. He a lie and the truth ain't in him. I know that's right. Okay. All right, Angie hanging in the skybox. My homegirl say SWV can end with whatever song they want because they can sing. And Tiny shouldn't talk about butts in seats. In seats. I'm not fooling with her. I almost read all that out loud. I'm not doing that. No. So then Lily is out with her sister. Lily is so likable, except for the fact that she was sitting there. She just be talking so dirty. I know that's right. We love us some Tahimbi, honey. We love our Tahimbi. Morgan D said, I thought the vibe was really good at the dance auditions without Candy. It was. Candy brings that wet blanket, that nastiness that nobody wants. It was a lot more fun. There go that pretty girl, Angie, in the house. I know that's right. Kim Harris from, all the way from Georgia. We got us a Georgia peach in the house. I know that's right. Divine Miss M said, if SWV goes second, they should sing their faces off and make XSCAPE voices shake even more. Child, I don't know if they can stand that kind of strain. That's right, y'all. Get them likes up. Don't do me like that. Please. Don't treat me. Why you treat me so bad? I don't know why, baby. Y'all remember that song? General Soul said, there's no other song after SWV sings Weak. Going after Weak is a bad business decision. It really is. It really is. That's right. Thank you, Cynthia Gross. Proud auntie. Like, my heart is swelling in my chest. Proud auntie. Oh, my days. Hey, boo. Daphne Sylvester is in the house. Hey. So dig this. Dig this. So Lily out with her sister again. Love me some Lily, and they out there. She's out with her grand puppy. I thought I was the only person they called the pets they grands. I got grand kittens. I've had grand puppies. Like I had a grand rabbit. Okay, the pets are my grands. I love them. So she done took the baby for VIP puppy treatment, and the boy talking about self-washing child. Coco had me tickled. That's why I say SWV give us real good, fun reality TV moments. Because the look on her face when that boy said self-wash, she was like, I got to wash. What the hell? What do you mean? I got to wash. But she, she still kind of finagled him into washing that puppy all by himself. Like, get over here and then make sure the water warm and everything. Okay, make sure the water is warm and wash the puppy. So she started talking about the whole wardrobe situation with her sister, and her sister seems like such a sweet person. Like, I love when sisters are like that, and that is so awesome. Like, I love my sisters too. One of my sisters gone to glory, and when blood don't work, and sometimes it don't, and that's what Tamika and Tasha got to understand. Trust God to give you a sister, because when blood ain't work, God gave me some bomb sisters. Okay, bomb sisters. So, seeing Lily with her sisters, like, oh, that's so cute. So they talking about the whole wardrobe situation. And she's like, well, XSCAPE like dress a little more risque. She said she ain't trying to do the Apollonia 6. I say, girl, if they don't take me back to the 80s, I just be so tickled just hearing these ladies talk. I love them so much. And so her sister was like, but would you be caught dead? Or was that production? Somebody in production that asked the question, would you be caught dead in one of XSCAPE outfits? That fool said, maybe dead. Maybe I'd be caught dead. I got tickled. It was funny. It was shady, but it wasn't mean and nasty. It was still above the belt. It was still clean. And there go Gerard. Gerard said they sang week before understanding on verses, and a lot of people said there was no need for XSCAPE to sing after SWV sung week. Exactly. Their feelings just be hurt because they ain't, they not them girls. Jenna Harris said, I had to get my preschooler to sleep before I could watch. She had me looking at tab time on YouTube. Okay. You got 4 what, Vita? That's random. We love you though. Coco and Candace sat down to talk about this playlist. Again, weak versus understanding. And so Candace was like, well, we think it should, and stretching her mouth and looking silly. Coco was like, well, we ain't changing our minds, child. And she said that it's that Candy and them being petty. Because they are. You don't have a hit bigger than weak. Nowhere. Unless, even if you walk up and hit somebody, you ain't gonna have a hit bigger than weak. Hey, Ivy girl, how are you? Hey, Yolanda Franklin. Yes, I did have a grand rabbit and grand puppies and grand kittens. Yeah, Lily is, I don't know if she's my favorite. Like, I like everybody in SWV. I don't know if I have a favorite. I do not know if I have a favorite in SWV. I love those ladies. Their energy is bomb. You say Candy don't want to be upstage, well, then probably don't get on the stage with SWV. If you sing like you sitting on a washing machine, don't get on the stage with SWV because you gonna be upstage. I can guarantee you that. Don't y'all make me sing Candy her song. Whose Billy Goat is this? Candy, it don't matter what you saying, you gonna be upstage. If Candy get on the stage with somebody from the church in the mass choir, she gonna be upstage. If she get on the stage with anybody, she is upstage. She can't sing. Hell, them girls in her own group upstage her. The big one and the small big one, both of them upstage you. If Candy worrying about being upstage, then she need to go take some vocal training or something, or quit trying to sing bass and tenor or baritone or whatever the hell that is she be singing. She do. Yeah, them SWV girls is cool. They cool people. Oh, Vita, you say you got 4 sisters. Okay. Cecilia say Lily crazy. She said they grown up. They don't call all the world. They don't all the world showing. Oh, I guess they don't want to show all their stuff. Because sisters with voices are going to turn the place out. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Y'all is off the chain. Hold on, let me try to catch up to these comments. Yes, the GOAT. Y'all know I got to sing the Billy Goat song. We got to show Candace some love. Yes, now. Say, can't nobody from Escape sing like Coco. Not a soul. Not a solitary soul in that group. Miss Nisa say, Candy's the problem. A lot of people don't want to believe it. I don't know why they don't want to believe it, because it's in front of them. Dana say Coco was about to hand Candy that knockout like Tasha did. She is a punk. Big one. Big one. Say Candy can't be upstage. She got the all-around talent. I love them all, but Candy's out here doing it all around Olympics with her in terms of singing. Someone could take her, but look at the rest. Oh, whoo. Child, everything about Candy is upstaged. I'm sorry, don't make me laugh like that no more. Candy is a joke. How you got all the money in the world and you still one of the biggest jokes on the planet? And she ain't even got all the money in the world. You just managed to have more money than the ladies that was on Housewives. So now this narrative is out that she's a mama Warbucks. She can't sing. She looks a mess. Her attitude stinks. Her restaurants are failing health inspections. She's married to an angry garden gnome who wants to steal all her money. And she's still trying to sell sex toys. Girl, get up out of here. What you mean look at the rest? We are looking at the rest. The money didn't even help her. That's the sad part, Jenna. How you made that money and you still is a joke. I'm just saying other women get money and they level up. This girl got money and she's still a joke. Girl, worldwide GOAT. Man, I'm worldwide. Shanika C say, I'm sitting here wondering who sang better, Candy or Aaliyah and R. Kelly fake daughter. I'm not studying you. Don't you bring that in here. Shanika C. Don't you bring that over here. I'm spraying my live. Don't you bring that. Shannon say all that money and that wardrobe and some of them hairstyles be horrible. Baby, imagine that. Imagine making millions of dollars and still looking like that. Imagine making millions of dollars and you still look such a mess that you got to pay a garden gnome to play your husband on TV. Imagine making all that money and you flunking health inspections. You can't even hire competent people in them raggedy restaurants with that dry food, them cockroaches and dirty floors. Imagine that. Right, Nisi, forever a joke. Forever a joke. Hey, we love you right back. That man is an angry garden gnome, walking around looking like he done escaped from the lollipop guild and trying to steal Candy's gold doubloons. God darn leprechaun in the hood. Nina Ross say, what was wrong with Candy hair in the confessional? Child, I don't know what's wrong with her hair in the confessional. Child, look, imagine it. Imagine it. Listen, Jenna, you know I don't spare none of them. Ain't nobody getting spared. Yeah, thank you, Tracy. She stay looking thrifty. I could take half her money and look twice as good, and I'm old. I'm just saying, people they love to try to give Candy some brownie points because she done made some money co-writing a song with Tiny, because Tiny wrote that song too. And then them other songs, she had writing credit on it, but it was other people writing it too. So because she made a couple coins, we supposed to pretend like everything about her life ain't a sad story. Shanna say, and what was that thing on top of Candy head tonight in the confessionals? Girl, can't nobody explain that. Ain't no accounting for that. Cynthia Gross say Dolly Parton said to take a lot of money to look cheap. It do, but Dolly Parton also said that her look was the town tramp. And Candy didn't master the town tramp. No, not been around the world and yeah. Don't do that. Hey, Queena, say, well, she is singing out one of the people from the Lollipop Guild. I'm not. I can't. I'm just saying. Say Billy Goat Candy need to stick to writing the songs and not singing them. I know that's right. That's the best thing to do. Not a dirty water bucket. What's going on in the chat? Say, well, she's singing next to one of the lollipop kids. Yes, yes. It's just the fact that she just a mess. Why my friend sent me a picture of the lollipop girl? I'm not fooling with y'all. Not tonight. Nina say, whoever did that to her head need to go to jail. Maybe she assumed. SFF say, between the goat and Candy singing, I vote the goat. Me too. Kalila say, I like Candy, but something is off about her. It is. It is. Everything just, So anyway, then you got Candy and Tiny, they riding together talking about this wardrobe child, black and rhinestones, and they talking about SWV. They be wearing their nannies look, and we grown and sexy. I'm like, that's what y'all call it. It was cute. You know, that wasn't no real bad moment. It was a cute moment, I guess. I didn't understand what they meant by grown and sexy. Going to the man who makes stripper clothes and stuffing your old tail in them. I don't know if that's sexy, but all right now. Coco and Taj over there, her baby was in the car. Coco's boy in that car. I like that little boy, but I want him to go to school. I don't like that he don't want to go to school. So they talking about that. You know, that was a little light convo in the car. They had the meeting, child. They say this the man who did the outfits for their 2017 tour, child. So he makes stripper outfits. His name is Corey. So if y'all want to get him to make y'all something for the scripples, y'all want to dress like scripples, y'all holler at Corey, and Corey gonna get y'all together. And y'all gonna be able to drop it and shake it and roll it and pop it when you holler at Corey. So Lily laughing when she get there, she see the place and this fool is laughing because she's silly. They sitting there talking about outfits, child, and Tamika talking. That's when she decided to call Tasha, you know, Diana Ross. And she said it like 3 times. Like she was going to make sure she took that shot at her sister in front of them people. That's why I say they don't like each other and they really need to stop it. Like really, 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 really need to stop it. Shannon said, what the heck was Tasha wearing this whole episode? Child, if you ask me, who will I ask? Hey, Sharon Fonam. I'm just saying, if you ask me what she was wearing, who you want me to ask? Yolanda say, Lily said that place looked like Magic City. It did. You know what it looked like? It looked like the dressing room down at the Pink. You know, Monte was doing the floss, and then they went and got, what was the other girl, the new girl, Nevaeh, or whatever her name is, to do the floss for the girls for Mercedes now. It was giving the dressing room at the Pink down in the valley. Okay. But it was funny though. I must say, Lily still, you know, Lily good natured. It was, you know, she didn't say nothing ugly, but it was funny. And I didn't disagree. But she gonna call the girl Diana Ross 3 times. Like she kept doing it to make sure everybody heard what she was saying. Oh, Diana Ross here had to get her own outfit. So Tasha was like, well, it wasn't working for me. So I went and got something that worked. And I went and got my own stylist. I didn't think nothing was wrong with that. That man making sad retired stripper clothes for them. The girl didn't want to wear that. I think that's why they did her like they did for that BET Awards, because they mad because she didn't want to wear them clothes. Jenna say, Shannon, Tasha still don't know how to dress for a smaller body. That's one of the only areas I can cut her some slack. Nah, Jenna, don't cut her no slack. Don't cut her no slack, because she still be looking a mess. And all she got to do is wear clothes that fit and stop trying to wear stuff that's too small and trying to wear stuff that she thinks somebody going to think sexy. Everybody ain't meant to be sexy. How about that? Yeah, Shanika, that was the dressing room at the Paint. Remember when Uncle Clifford was praying to the boss be above? I think that I was waiting on them to hold hands and pray for the ballers and shot callers and drug dealers and dope boys to come out too. Hey, La. There's our La. SFL say, did y'all see Tiny's behind was deflating in concert? They need to stop all this cosmetic surgery. SFL, now you know what? Guerrero says she wanted everybody to agree with her. Yeah, and everybody kind of just blowed past it. I don't know why she did that. See there. Now, wait, you know what? Now, is that called surgery shaming? Because, you know, everything is a type of shaming these days. I'm just asking. Deborah said, well, I missed that. I have to confess, I really wasn't paying a lot of attention to this show tonight. It was a mess. Jenna say a little slack, auntie, please. You want me to give her what? Now, Jenna, now come on. I would have. I'm gonna tell you why I can't give her no slack. And I'm gonna go and talk about Tiny too. I'm gonna talk about Tiny. Cause see, Tiny is shady as hell, and y'all ain't catch that. Tiny showed up there in a blonde wig intentionally to show her how it looked when it ain't crunchy. She was being funny. Tiny was being funny. If Tasha hadn't been walking around with that wig that looked like Rice Krispie treats around the edge, I could have gave her some slack on them clothes. But she got to pick a struggle, Jenna. She can't come in here with bad wigs and bad clothes, looking bad about it. You can't do all that. Now, you got to pick one. You got to pick one. You say the designer is a bootleg Uncle Clifford. Is he? Jenna say everybody's sexy to some. That ain't true. Everybody is usable to somebody. Some people, folks just look at you and be like, all right, that'll do. That ain't sexy. Everybody ain't meant to be sexy. Y'all don't know that? It's okay not to be sexy. You ain't got to be walking around making people think about sex. You could be nice looking. You can be attractive. You know, work on being presentable and becoming and you know, pleasant to look at. Don't worry about being sexy. Everybody's so fixated on being sexy, end up looking crazy, looking like a meatball with hooker clothes on. That don't look nice. Child, y'all is getting these people about these surgeries. Tiny do need to do something about their booty. I don't know whether she could scrap it down or put some more in the bottom. I don't know what to do to it, but something. So Tiny wasn't wearing her booty bra. See, y'all clowning in the chat tonight, not the booty bra. Dialogue sister said, imagine getting surgery to look like a bug's like. Y'all cold-blooded. Queena, yes, they said a deflating behind in here. Listen, y'all rough. Yolanda, please, what you say? No one leaves things to the imagination anymore. You ain't lying. And some of that stuff we don't even want to imagine it. Deborah say Candy did wear that wedding gown that came here in a pillowcase. Oh God. I can't. I'm not blaming her for that wedding gown. She had that dress made, and what happened was whoever made that dress, they didn't apply the feathers correctly at the bottom. So it ended up making it look like it really didn't go together. I'm not gonna blame Candy for that dress because she didn't make the dress. She paid the person. I'm sure they told her they could execute the dress and they didn't execute. Tracy said they really need to stop trying to look sexy. They look uncomfortable and desperate. Yes, it reminded me of the paint. So when y'all saw them walk in that room, now if I'm wrong, then I hush. When they walked in that room, I'm talking about Tasha too. Tasha and that wig and them clothes. If Tasha gonna wear bad clothes, she got to wear a good wig. I just said that Tiny shaded her because she put on a blonde wig correctly. And I feel like she did that to let that girl know that blonde was crunchy and crispy. Yeah, that'll do. It's a lot of people around here with the that'll do and thinking they sexy. And you a whole big old pile of that'll do. I'm just saying. Janice say right. And what the hell did Tasha have on? Girl, yes. That's why I was trying to explain to Jenna. I wasn't trying to be mean to Meatwad, but Tasha need to stop. You can't do bad wigs and bad clothes. Oh, you think it's about business why Candy keep trying to wear that stuff? Okay. Lala say them clothes giving Party City stripper edition. Y'all cold-blooded in this chat tonight. Say there's a wayward implant floating around on Tiny. You know what? Generous soul, I didn't even know you was like this. I thought you was going to help me make the rest of them stop. Don D say when Lily said Apollonia 6, I'm like, she not lying. They trying so hard not to look like ugly little boys. I'm tired for them. Me too. All right, Lita. Yeah, I'm like, you know, it's clearly what they trying to do. They thought that Biggie called them ugly because of them clothes they was wearing, and that ain't what it was. Queen said, every time I come on the porch, y'all have me down. Okay, and me too. Yes, the Mary Jane girls definitely had better fashion. Hey, you say what now? Okay, that's good, sis. So that went on, and hold on. So that went on, and they went to talking about whether it's gonna be black and silver, white and silver. Candy brought up them songs again, and Taj just said it flat out. Weak is the strongest song. It sold more records. It's just got better numbers. Tamika up here hollering about, see, social media. They got social media following their social media. Lily said what I've been saying for weeks now. If social media equals sales and listeners, then y'all should have sold like 90 million by now. You should have. And that's true. And then she was talking about y'all ain't finna downgrade us based on, because you on social media and somebody got a piano in the dressing room, and all of them went to playing dumb like they don't know what about the piano in the dressing room, and she went on and let them know about what Tamika said. Oh no, my group is bougie. We got our own rooms, and Candy and Tanya got to have a piano in the dressing room. Yeah, your friend told that. Your friend, your group member group is told that. Hey, Patricia Robinson. Lord, not a can of Fix a Flat. Y'all some rough characters, man. Hey, Rayanne, say just got off work. About to get in this house and fold laundry. I know that's right. Fold it up, girl. Yeah, people follow them for drama and mess. Ain't nobody following y'all for no music code. Everybody know you can't sing. So then Tiny was like, well, our production is better. We be, it ain't like Michael Jackson, but we be having all the lights and stuff and the LEDs. And girl, what they got to do with the fact that you can't sing? You not putting on no Hellified show. Y'all can't dance like Beyonce. Y'all ain't cute and small like Rihanna and them. You ain't, you ain't none of them people. You don't put on no show. Paying for LED lights and stuff. And talking about, and our outfits is better. Y'all outfits is not better, Tiny. They just smaller. Putting on smaller clothes don't mean your clothes look better, Tiny. Stop it. And the way y'all is shaped up, every last one of y'all, that whole group is a hit. All y'all kind of strong in the face. Every one of y'all could be a lethal weapon. I don't know who is Danny Glover and who is Mel Gibson, but all y'all helpers is suspect than the son of a gun. So stop pretending like, oh, well, we got better clothes and we got a better stage because we got LED lights and putting on lingerie when your belly is flopping over the sides and your butt look like some Play-Doh that somebody done mashed up from the bottom. That's not having better outfits. Just stop it. I say Candy couldn't even get her millions of followers to tune into her cancel show. Candy in the Game. Show wouldn't even watch the heifer on TV. And how many different ones of them little sad spinoffs she done had that won't nobody watch? Always got terrible ratings. Billy Gold, stop it. M. Guerrero said Tamika be running her mouth, and they looked a little shocked when Todd said that. Oh, yes. I got to do it like she do it. Now I got to say it like Tiny said it. Tony Booth say they should be ashamed talking about all them followers and ain't even buying their music. You better tell them, Tony. You better tell them. Don D say she acting like they got followers for being positive people. For being positive. People want to see the train wrecks that T.I. and Tiny drug life and to see if Candy's wife will rob her blind. That is exactly why we watching. I ain't even following them, but I'll pop in every now and then my goddamn self just to see what the hell going on over there in Chernobyl. Nisa say basically XSCAPE uses props instead of talent. Right. They think the props in the lingerie gonna get it. Y'all is not the girls over at the Pink. Ain't neither one of y'all look like Mercedes or Miss Mississippi. So I don't know why y'all coming out there in scripper floss. Trina say, yes, because look at Sass Sweetie following in the millions. And so how many downloads? 2,000, just ridiculous. I've been said it wasn't camera friendly. Huh? Okay, I think I know what you mean. Lala say, yeah, they face cards have definitely declined a couple times Oh, some of them had probably even been cut up. You think they cut up the card at the counter? They don't do that no more, do they? Patricia, hey girl, I'm glad you made it back too. You say now leave Danny Glover out of this. I'm just saying I ain't want to accuse nobody of looking like Trick Daddy, but they need to stop. Yolanda say somebody tell Tiny that looking like retired strippers from the Players Club with flattened booties won't cut it too much longer. It ain't cutting it now. Jenna say, oh Lord, I'm done. Not begging anybody to be my sister. I'm triggered. Yeah, they up there begging people to be their sister and everything, girl. You know you on the porch, Jenna. You know you on the porch. Anybody can get it on this porch. Ain't nobody safe. Deborah, what you say? Oh, you up there with the goats. I ain't fooling with you. Say they need all them bells and whistles because they know they unattractive and no one would come see them without a million other guests included. Ugly in the 90s and ill-shaped in the 2023. Well, when you're right, Tanya with her. I can't stand you. Cecilia, I love you and I can't stand you at the same time. Did you say gun holster hips need to stop trying to be Candy mouthpiece? How come when I read that, like I literally saw her standing in the middle of a dusty street in a Western, like she was at high noon, she was finna reach down and grab her side iron. It do look like she got something tucked in there. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, you say sweetie. Okay, escape and they knew escape wasn't camera friendly. Yeah, yep. I agree with all that. I do. Don D said they keep saying without Coco, SWV can't conform. Without one of the Scott sisters, Escape can't. Exactly. M. Guerrero said retired. Yes, that's what they said, child. They said retired scrippers from the Players Club. Dollar Bill. Morgan D say, and they attitudes are stink, so it don't make it no better. Right? How you gonna just, Lord, everything about Escape. Just help them. Hold on, y'all. This man on the way. He ain't here now, so we could talk a little bit. They never was, and you right. Yolanda say Tiny does look like she about to pull some guns up and light up. She do. Y'all better watch how you talk to her. Say nah, they can do fine without Tasha. Jenna, you know people was talking about them. They say they performed without that girl, and people were saying they need that girl. I ain't heard them because I wouldn't go him if Tasha was there. I don't care who sang with them. If they bring Betty Wright back from the afterlife, I'm not coming. I don't care who Escape got with them. I ain't coming. So I don't know, but that's what the people were saying. Say, did you peep Tiny when she said, I don't have to? Yes, y'all, I seen that. Tiny was like, I don't need this and Candy don't need this. And she said that Tasha was going to use us. She warned me. And then once she got what she want, it was going to be like, you give us her behind the kiss. And she did it. Candy was right. I saw that. That's right. Get your attitude together. Honey, if you can't be pretty, act pretty. Do one of the two. They really are trying to be something they ain't, Nisi. I'm finna go and put this StreamYard so I got time to talk a little bit before I get ran off. I feel like y'all remember being, well, some of y'all too young, but some of y'all old enough. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all old enough to remember when all us used to have a phone in the kitchen. Y'all remember that? Everybody had a phone in the kitchen. And you would be on there trying to sneak and talk on that phone in the kitchen and hope your mama ain't catch you. You be trying to get all your gossip in for your mama catch you on that phone and say, get off that phone. Y'all remember that? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember that. Make sure, I just want to make sure it wasn't just me. I think you the only one didn't know. Everybody knew her mama was the that clear lady. Her mama cool though. Say, yeah, why does Candy and Tanya keep saying they don't need to do that? My question is, why do it then? Child, because they want to be relevant. Right. Oh, I see the ones in the chat. Okay. All right. We got the grown ladies on the porch tonight. Y'all remember that? That's how I feel right now. I feel like we got to get all our gossip in before that man come in here and say, get off that phone with them fast girls. Yes. Hey, CD. That's how I feel right now. So I want to get all my gossip in. I want to hear everything y'all got to say. That's why I put the StreamYard down and everything. And I still ain't through talking. But I want to say everything I want to say. Oh, I feel like I'm in good company. All the grown women in the house tonight. Yes, with that long cord that remember y'all remember we used to pull that cord on the phone in the kitchen so bad that it wouldn't go back in shape. It just be hanging there with knots tied in it. Okay, all right. Yes, with the long cord. Yes, yes, yes. So that's why I'm like, shoot, let me talk. There you go. Let me run my mouth before I get ran off the phone. Cause I don't know what it was with your mama. Everybody was a fresh tail girl in there. Y'all in there, all y'all little fresh tail girls on the phone. Well, this little fresh tail girl finna talk till she can't talk. I'm so glad it's grown women in the chat. I'm so glad it's grown women in the chat. Say the kitchen phone was at grandma's house. Okay. Oh, you came later. I ain't mad, girl. You honorary grown. I know that's right. That's what I'm talking about. That's where I'm at right now. So yeah, so it was interesting. Like this is, to me, they could have started the episode here. Hey, woo, child, people be playing. People be playing. People be playing. So anywho, so they kept going and Lily was like, look, we've been talking too long about this song, not the yeast infection, and why I left that on the screen. Yes. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. We got to do it. Yep, my iPhone was yellow. We had a yellow phone in the kitchen. Yep, with the rotary dial. You know it. Nina said if they don't need to do it, then why it matter if SWV do week last? Right, it shouldn't matter at all. Yep, with the chair bag. With the chair bag. Uh-oh, do I see Miss Ree? That's my girl. I love her, y'all. This the hardest working lady in hair braiding. Y'all better know. Nisa said, yep, would have to hang the phone upside down to unwind it. Yep, and just let it spin round. You got to let it spin round. Yeah, hang it up real light. I used to try to be slick, y'all, and hang it up with my finger, and then I would ease the phone receiver down on it after I done already hung it up. Yeah. Okay, I'm just glad I wasn't the only one. I'm just glad I ain't the only one. Sheila said I had to sneak under the covers to talk after 9, and it was in my bedroom. Girl, we ain't had no phone in the room now. You might be, y'all might have been bougie like Tamika said. Listen, I'm not fooling with y'all with these outfits, but baby, Lily gave me my life, honey. Lily was like, we've been talking way too much, wasting too much time about this song. And Coco was like, look, it's getting on my nerves. And Candy was like, well, y'all want to do it last and we want to do ours last. So it's the same thing. No, it's not. It's stupid. If y'all saying it, y'all need to end with the biggest hit. Your song ain't the biggest hit. You are being childish and silly. And so Coco was like, look, you do your set, we'll do our set, and let that be that. And Tamika had the nerve to tell Coco, you acting like a child. Baby. And that's when Coco was like, y'all gonna mess around and let them egos get your behind toe up. Because Tamika way out of line. You heard what she said. Y'all want to act stupid and act like social media means that you got people that want to hear your music. Don't nobody want to hear your music. Don't nobody want to hear that. Yes, now. Girl, listen, I had it down to a science. I would do it real slow. And I figured out even if I do it real slow, it'll still dial the number. Mm-hmm. Candy always try them little things. She do a lot of little nasty stuff where she could kind of throw a rock and pretend like she really wasn't doing what you just saw her doing. And what's bad is a lot of people fall for that crap from Candy. And then they be looking at everybody else like, y'all hating on her. She made money. Like, child, we don't care nothing about her making no money. She nasty and underhanded and people see her. Okay? Right. Mama had a phone in her room and it was one in the kitchen. I ain't know nothing about no phone in my room. When I had a phone in my room, I was grown. I was somebody's wife by the time I had a phone in my room. No, let me take that back. When I went off to school, there was a phone. It was a phone in the dorm room. There was one there. Deborah say, how we all had the same experience. Those was the days. Baby, listen. Those were the real days. Yeah, Tamika was doing way too much, honey. She campaigning and trying to do pep rallies for Candy and Tiny. Social media, girl, what the hell does social media have to do with any of this? So Tasha sitting over there acting like she over it, talking about, child, I didn't sign up for this. You know, can we just move forward? So that meeting got derailed. Yeah, they was about to get the cocoa from the 90s and didn't realize it. Jenna say, I was built for texting. I hated being on the phone. Girl, I didn't. And when three-way calling came out, and it used to be a line heifer, baby, it went down. That's when I think that's when we first started playing Who's the Liar on the telephone. Baby, when we started playing Who's the Liar on the telephone, it got real. Yes, because you couldn't say, oh, I didn't say that because, honey, somebody be on three-way and they'd be quiet. They'd be like, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. And you let that person tell that lie, you jump out, oh, but that ain't what you told me, and everything will get to popping just like that. Candy like to keep people beneath her. She's a hater low-key. She's a high-key hater. I've been seeing her. Jenna say that's how the rich stay rich. That's why I'm broke now. Oh, man. Oh, man. We ain't gonna call you broke. We ain't gonna say that. We ain't gonna speak that over your wallet. That we just gonna say that you ain't went and got your money yet. You not broke. Don't say that. Ms. Nisa say that cord went through the whole house and outside. I'm through. Y'all had done pulled the cord that bad. See, I'm convinced Tamika's a pushover. If it's Tasha, it's Candy, or I guess you say if it's not Tasha, then it's Candy and Tiny. Yeah, anybody can push her. Anybody can push her with her slow self. Leaders say, ooh, when Star 69 came out, we was ready. Don't play on my phone. Yes, girl. Kalila say, oh, yeah, the three-way got it crazy. My friend on the phone said the three-way was the original reality TV. What? Listen, I've been a gossiper since way back, since N.H. Jones. Ooh, child, since the elementary school. Said we had a party line. The gossip was a mess. Party line started a lot of fights. Sheila Bryan said, you funny since my grandma got it for me for my birthday gift when I turned 13 and my mom and dad did not care. Still had to be off by 9. Grandmama tried to put you in the game now. Mama and them be tripping, huh? Say, yep, that three-way got a few people whooped on. Oh, yes. Them lying heifers hated the three-way. Shannon say, trying to sneak and talk on the phone in the kitchen after hours and my mama on the phone in the other room. Baby, they would pick up that phone and be listening. Everybody get quiet on the phone because you knew somebody mama had them picked up. Oh, well, then that ain't broke, girl. That's blessed. That's right. That's blessed. That's not broke. Don't say that. That's bad. Connie Brazil, happy 8-month anniversary, sis. Man, Star 69 got a lot of men caught too when they was out there tricking. Yep. Cause a woman messed around and called the house and hang up. Yep. Your first phone was a party line. Uh-oh. Listen, let me tell you something. That daycare ain't no joke. Them daycare prices ain't no joke. I was blessed. My mama didn't want nobody watching my children but her. Child, don't you start it. I remember call forwarding. Girl, yes. Say, give it time. Tamika be pulling receipts on the next. She strikes me as the type of person willing to go whichever way the wind blows. Absolutely. So let's talk about this escape meeting because this got interesting too, y'all. So they gonna have the escape meeting, And while they having the XSCAPE meeting, Tamika gets there. And they all light in. Old Rocky getting kickbacks from the promoter, and we got text messages and stuff to prove that Rocky is getting kickbacks. Tasha sitting up there looking confused. Baby Meatwad was completely confused. She couldn't believe it. She like, oh man, this was an ambush, and it was. It was a straight up Shanghai. It was a Shanghai. It was an ambush. It was the boom shakalaka. It was all of those things. And I was sitting there like, well, Meatwad, what you gonna do? Because now we seeing the text message. Tamika sitting there like, that's his number. That's his number. Candy and them talking about, but if it's money, then everybody should have got the money, and it shouldn't have just went to one person and got the money, and he said he was gonna talk to you about it, and this your husband, y'all are one. I'm like, well, Candy, when did you become an expert on marriage? When did that happen? Not you and your co-wife ain't no expert on no marriage. Now come on. Now just go ahead, call it like it is. Y'all done went and made copies at the Kinko's. Y'all came prepared. Y'all knew y'all was finna go ahead and let her know that y'all know that he was getting them kickbacks. And we all know he was getting them kickbacks. Ain't nobody finna play crazy. That was definitely his number. Okay. Yeah, Coco definitely ain't no joke. But I couldn't get over Tasha sitting up there looking confused. And then the show went off with her calling Rocky. Like, what he supposed to tell you? Tasha knew what they was talking about, trying to play dumb. She definitely knew. She definitely knew. I know the feeling. My daughter got 2 more months. Child, that child care ain't no joke, man. I don't know how y'all made it. Never would have made it. Child, Tasha sat up there pretending like she didn't know what them people talking about. Shannon say Tyler knew and Zimmerman flew. Tasha knew and Rocky flew. I'm through. I'm through. She was acting like she ain't speak. Ain't there? Yes. Yes, now. Yeah, Tamika over there kissing their butt like I'll be the first one to get her for you. I get her for you. Yep, Rocky slimy, but Rocky been doing this look like 10,000, 20,000 a pop. Say at this point, I don't care to hear nor see escape. Me either. Me either. Deborah says she looked just like she did on that live Friday. The only thing missing was the snot. Listen, I couldn't watch too much of that live with her crying and snot, and she was working my nerves. She was working my last good nerve. Hold on, y'all, real quick. Let me mute because I got a cough. Sheila say, boy, that grifter just keep trying to take advantage of the group. He ain't trying. He look like he been getting paid. Look like he doing it. Yeah, so we can talk about, yep, that's his number. Yep, that's his number. Yeah, I think Tasha knew. What I didn't understand is, what is you calling him for? Talking about, hey, Rock. What you calling Rock for? Why you calling Rockhead? You know full hell well. So is she finna try to play dumb or what? What you finna try to do? I'm not understand. I'm like, at this point, what's your motive, Tasha? What's your motive? What's your motive for playing at this point? You should just say, yeah, I knew he was doing it. What we doing? Don D said daycare bills still give me PTSD. I know that's right. Listen, Tasha knew Rocky is her pimp. She's scared of it. You think she's scared of that man? I think she's scared he gonna leave her. That's what I think is going on with Tasha. I believe Tasha done told herself that she can't do no better than Rocco, and she ain't gonna get no better than Rockhead, and so she gonna stay with Rock Candy, and she gonna rock steady, and she's scared he gonna leave. That's why she put up with him tricking and treating and everything else he want to do, because she's scared he gonna leave. Now that's all going on with her, in my opinion. Her self-esteem is in the toilet, and her self-worth is based on this man. Is what it looked like to me. I could be wrong. I ain't the smartest woman in the room. I know plenty of y'all got more sense than me, but I'm simply saying what I see. And what I see in my humble opinion, it looked like Tasha afraid that that man gonna leave, and she willing to put up with whatever he dish out, however he dish it out, whatever he want to do. If he want to put her on the host roll, I believe she gonna scrap up them hooker boots and get on out there, because her biggest fear is losing that piece of man. Sheila say, I still don't understand when her skin color changed. Hell, when all their skin color changed in XSCAPE, the only person got their original color is Tiny. Everybody else done got their bleach on, including Candy. Ain't none of them heifers the same. Ain't none of them the same color they started out. And I remember that. I remember what color them girls was. So I personally do not understand why none of their colors change. You say she married her mom. You think she was scared her mama wasn't gonna deal with her? I don't think she had that attitude toward her mother, but she clearly got that attitude toward this man. Clearly. Clearly got the attitude toward him. Elle say, yep, that's why he treating her like that, because he sees her low self-esteem and lack of worth. He do. He do. Yeah, the first, last, and everything. You say he might got control of her money. He got control of her everything. She gave him control because she's scared he gonna leave. Make the air come on. Say Tasha gospel career is in the toilet now. Oh yes, after this show. Well, I don't know. That the little gospel music community is kind of messy, so it might work out for you. You just never can tell. Yep. We gonna see. Because you know, people buy their gospel music after they tell them they got porn addictions and everything. Say that's too much highlighter. Tiny don't need the bleach. No, she don't, but she still got her original color. You know what I'm saying? The rest of them heifers is not the color they started. None of them. Candy included. I figured that out since she been on Housewives. I'm like, that ain't the same girl. When she first got on there, I was like, that's not the same girl. And then I looked at her face real good. I said, no, that is that same girl. Because she did look a little different when she was younger, because she was so much slimmer. Because y'all know Candy used to be real slim. Yeah, Candy used to be real slim. But her face and everything was a lot darker. Is water in the refrigerator? Would you bring me one? Thank you, baby girl. So yeah, I peeped all of that, all that foolishness that they had going on. So that man probably got some side chicks, and she know it. Well, she says she know it. She not this weekend, well, over the week or whenever it came out, she was trying to say they in an open marriage. All of a sudden, mind you, we ain't never before heard nothing about this fabulous open marriage. Now it's an open marriage because everybody dragging her dirt to the surface. That's what's going on. I don't know. Tanya did change her eye color, but her skin the same color though. J.I. say Tanya was trying to turn her eyes blue and almost went blind. Oh yes. A lot of people that did that surgery to change their eye color ended up with seeing problems. Shani, I don't have time for your foolishness. Talking about sometimes Tasha look like she put on a light skin mask. Y'all silly. Y'all silly. Wait. So let me call and talk to y'all about Tanya in color. Look, listen. Let me put this link back here. I don't know why ain't none of y'all came to say nothing, because you know what's gonna happen if y'all don't talk. I'ma walk. Jenna say Tiny don't need the bleach because she's the complexion for protection and preference. Well, yeah. I'm just all I did. I'm not saying she need to, sis. I'm just saying the rest of them have. She the only one that still got the original color. I was just pointing out the fact that the rest of them been playing in some Cara white or some black and white or fan white, something with some hydroquinone in it. That's what I'm saying. They got some dark knuckles, is what I'm saying. Right, a open marriage alive. She ain't doing number line. Ain't no open marriage. Tasha ought to be ashamed of herself. Right. We all know that. But it's just the fact that people they'll tell a lie and don't even care if don't nobody, they know people don't believe that mess. She don't nobody believe she in no open marriage. Her husband out there telling them girls to open their legs. Now that's what the hell is open. That's the only thing open is them other girls' legs. Ain't no open marriage. Stop that. They need to stop that line. Oh, there go my girl. Hey, boo.
Oh, hello, y'all. How you doing?
Good. How you?
I'm all right. I came to talk to y'all on the live, y'all.
Okay. Now, what you want to tell me about Tiny with them eyes? She made herself look like a red-nosed pit bull with them eyes. But
Well, see,
go ahead.
this is my thing, and folks might know this, even though I said I was a little bit younger than some of y'all on the live, and I was like, I don't know, but Tiny looked like a character from the Dark Crystal or the Labyrinth. Y'all remember that movie?
Yep. I
Jesus,
used to
fix it.
love the Dark Crystal.
She went too far with the plastic surgery, child. But I didn't know. I thought she was just real light skinned because, like I was saying to my girl Morgan in the chat, I have a sister named Morgan who's very light, and my older sister is very light too. But that's just because they have very light skinned fathers. I had no idea that Tiny was
Well,
biracial.
yeah, her mama is the clear lady. My
I
brother,
didn't know.
girl, I have a brother that's yellow with light eyes, and we have very brown parents. So
Oh no, I know it's possible. I know we come in
sometimes it
all
just
shades and all the
yeah.
things, but I just wasn't aware
I'm
for
just
Tiny. I was
agreeing
like,
with you.
oh,
Yeah, I'm just agreeing with you. Like,
yeah.
she could have been that color and not had the clear mama, but she looked just like that lady.
But she just did too much. Jesus, fix it. So let's talk about that because she did too much with the plastic surgery, and then like even though what's the child's name? The other Tamika, the main Tamika, not Tiny. Tamika tried to shame her sister because that was a little body shaming that she did, but like,
Yeah, she
it,
did.
yeah, people
She
didn't want
did.
to say that, but that was body shaming. It was like
She was
you didn't
trying to
want to
make
say,
her feel bad about not
but
getting
I
surgery.
mean, let's be honest. I would have called her everything else but a child of God if she had stole over $30,000 from me. So I get it. So it was no need to lie about it and say that's not what she was saying. But she was body shaming her and saying she didn't have no booty. But her booty is fake. Tiny got all kinds of fake stuff. Candy finally got her breast done. Um, Latasha did whatever she did to
But Tiny
finally
didn't Candy didn't just get her breast done. Candy got her nose done.
all
And
kinds of stuff.
yeah, she
We know
sure
they got
did.
all the
And
things.
she had lipo and the fat grew back and
Hmm.
everything else. Stuff be
Hmm.
happening, and I
Yeah,
don't let me say this. I don't have a problem with women getting
I
surgery.
don't either.
I feel like, first of all, if you can afford it, do it.
Because I would
Okay.
have all kinds of stuff done if I had some money, child.
Hello. If
If
you
I
can
had this
afford it,
disposable income,
and let
child.
me say this, not only if you can afford it, do it, but be healthy about your mental. Like, don't do it to make other people happy. Do what makes you happy, and make sure you go to a reputable doctor. Don't
Amen.
go to somebody that's going to give you a fat embolus, or somebody who's got all kind of malpractice cases. Do your homework on these doctors before you go laying up on their table, because you'll end up laying on the slab at the morgue like that.
Mm-hmm.
But long as you being, careful and making sure that you safe, child, please, you better live your life.
Absolutely. And so I would do all that. I have no shade around it, but it's about the fact that Tamika tried to put 20 on 10 and be like, I wasn't body shaming her, girl.
Right.
You were. And that's fine because she stole your money, which I 100,000% believe. They took that money from her.
Yep.
her and her husband. That's what happened. And so I would call you everything but a child of God, let alone talked about your booty if that's what happened to me. So I understand that, but that was just weird that they chose to go that route about it. And so like it was like, okay, you called her whatever, and that's fine. So I just no, it's all a bunch
Listen,
of mess.
let me tell you what irritates me with the Scott sisters,
Tell me.
because both of them is on my nerves.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna tell you what irritates me with these hookers. Okay, they both phony as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe either one of them like the other one. I
Okay.
believe Tasha was very comfortable being mama's pet. I'm gonna do everything right in front of mama, so mama can only complain about you. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like Tamika never really liked her sister, but it was easier to just kind of go along with whatever. Because I feel like I don't think Tamika really likes anybody. I don't think she like Candy and Tiny either. I just think that she thinks that maybe they can do something for her, so let's kiss up to them.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're very disingenuous. She knew about this whole money thing way before now. But now all of a sudden we need to talk about this money thing because it's gonna make me look better on this TV show.
Mm-hmm.
She done been all in her sister face, grinning and skinning after you say she took this money from you. And I still do not believe in my heart of hearts that you snuck and paid no taxes on no $30,000. You ain't finna convince me you did that. Excuse me. I believe she's a huge liar. I believe Tasha's an even bigger liar. And the fact that I think that the majority of what goes on is that husband, and the fact that she's okay
Mm-hmm.
covering for him and cloaking for him,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that pisses me off.
Yeah, and let me just say this because I that's the big thing I have around it. When I was saying in the chat that I was like triggered by this mess, it's because like I was that big girl that had the low self-esteem and didn't know about like all the things. I'm still a big girl, and it's one of those things where it's like you feel those feelings, and I'm thankful that thank God I had either like the strength and my wisdom to not fall for any foolishness like a Rocky or not to
Mhm.
run into him when I was in my youth. Because the one thing I will say for Tasha, and I'm not for her in any way, but I just think it's like it's one of those things. She ran into the wrong one when she was young and impressionable and had very low self esteem, and it's unfortunate. And then that morphed her into a woman that, quite frankly, doesn't have any sense,
Mhm.
and she can't stand beside her sister when she needs to. She can't stand up for herself when she needs to. It's really unfortunate, but like I can't even feel bad about for her. I can't even feel bad for her, I should say, because of the way she's treated her sister and other people in her group that she did very dirty. I mean, the other women in her group were supposed to be the ones that are her sister as well. It's very unfortunate.
Well, them other women in the group could never be her sisters because she wasn't even really supposed to be in their group because she's older than them, and they ended up moving her back down there to that group. That's number one. Number two, her and Candy ain't never got along, so that could never be, ever be her sister.
Hmm.
And Tamika is your sister.
Hmm. I mean, but
The
that's another
fact that you
thing.
let that man take
Let,
from your sister
mhm,
and you sat there pretending like you didn't know what the hell she was talking about till
mhm,
she brought out receipts. Because, like I said, I never apologize for wanting a receipt, especially between these two line heifers. But you knew what went on, and you let everybody ask for receipts when you could have just said, "Yeah, I know he did that. We talked about it, or whatever." Or you could have said, "Sis, I know he did that. Let me fix it." She could have said anything other than to sit there and flat out say, "No, that didn't happen. Rocky didn't take nothing from her. I didn't take nothing from her."
oh, absolutely. And
She cloaking for that man, and she tried to cloak for that man when them girls showed her them screenshots that they done took the Kinkos or Staples.
absolutely. I mean, and it could never be like I would never participate in some foolishness like that. I could not do. I could not like, especially when you have your own. Like I understand sometimes when women are in horrible positions where they just can't. They don't have the money or the wherewithal to do whatever. But it's like these women had their own things. Like you better put that man outside. Like you better put that man away from you. I don't understand. I could not do it. But like with
Child,
hmm
if you ask me,
hmm
I can't get past the fact that you let this man take from your family. Girl,
yes,
listen, I got family I don't even talk to,
yes, hmm
but they still my family. You not finna steal nothing from even my evil aunties. I got some real evil aunties. Like them heifers could be in comic books. They so evil, like
I
arch
got some of
villain
them,
type evil.
girl.
I mean, like they could really be arch villains in a comic. But if you steal from them, I'm not cool with you. You can't steal from my kin people, and we all right. Good night, Renee. You get what I'm saying? Blood supposed to be thicker than mud. I don't care if I don't deal with them. I don't talk to them. You let me find out you done stole from one of my mama evil sisters. And think me and you finna be cool, because we not.
Not at all. Not even a little bit. It's on site with some people I know right now.
Thank you. Girl, there's some people I don't like today because you did something to one of my relatives.
Okay.
Now, I might not like that heifer, but you can't do nothing to her. Sheila say that open marriage lie is going to help tank that gospel album. Child, I don't know why y'all got so much faith in this fabulous gospel community. Where y'all get all this faith from? Y'all, hold on. Let me let this man in. Hold on.
Uh-oh. But you know what? While she letting the man in, y'all, it's one of those things that was like, I couldn't do it with how crazy they are to one another, because it would have to boil down to, are we going to be sisters or are we not? And if not, then I wouldn't be on the show. I don't know why. Like, Tamika did this to herself. She made herself look ridiculous, and she hurt her own career. It's a mess. I don't understand it at all. And
okay, I'm back, girl. My bad.
No, you fine, girl.
But yeah,
I'm just very confused by how they can let this all play out like this, especially on screen, because you could at least have enough common sense, like say, okay, Rocky done messed with her mind. I didn't even realize they had been together that long, and then watching the show, I was like, oh my God, they've been together since they're teenagers. Okay, that makes sense. He got to her when she was young. She made, and this was the thing I was trying to say that I'm trying to remember. They always try to act like, oh, well, I was so much older than everybody else in the group. Tasha was only 4 years older than Candy. That is nothing in the grand scheme of the thing. My older sister is 10 years older than me. That's nothing. So it's like they try to act like, oh, she was so much older. It's like it's not that much of a space.
But you know, when girls are young, them 4 years make a difference. You know that.
Yes and no, because for me, like, I was very mature for my age in terms of like, and I don't mean like just in like the common sense type of thing, and then knowing certain things to look out for. And that's why with me, it was like, I would have been like laid back and in the cut, and so to speak, and watching certain things, because I was like, I'm not going to expose myself to this foolishness. Granted, I wasn't in the music industry, so that was different. But I was like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to like stay in my lane for certain things, because I want to go to certain areas. And for me, I went the university route, and I was only going to do certain things and go to university and go to high school, go to college, do these different steps. And I wasn't in a lot of the different, like, those different levels of things. And so, like, I think that there's like a difference there too, that where you'll know certain things, but you'll only go into certain areas.
But the problem with that is, as the younger girl, you can be more mature, but them older girls don't ever want to be bothered with no jitterbugs. They don't. If we being honest, you know, when you was in high school about to graduate, you didn't want no 8th graders or 9th graders tagging along with you. You know that. So them 4 years make a difference. That's all I'm saying. She was never gonna see them as sisters. At the best, she was gonna see them as her little sister's friends.
Oh no, but that's what I agree with when everyone was like, "Oh, it was my sister," blah blah blah. If she was trying to push them to the back or whatever, and be like, "They're not in the same league as me," then stop trying to say like, "Oh, this is my sister, and that," and like, and for me, I understand it's like they weren't that much older or younger than you, but like she tried to make it into something else, and so I just like, I'm like, I'll nix all that. I don't understand. Like, I think that you putting a little stuff on after the fact, because when they're 50 and 48 and 44 or whatever, it's not that much of a difference.
Yeah, now that you're grown, it's not that deep.
Yeah, it's not that, because there are cousins that I have when I'm like, you know, I'm gonna be 40 next year, and I have cousins that are like, oh, you're 36. I'm like, we're basically the same age. It's different now that we're older, and it seems like leaps and bounds when you're younger, but it's really not.
Right.
So
now,
it makes
what's
it very
funny too What's funny too, hey Kai, I totally
Hello.
agree with that. One of my cousins that I'm closest to, they have for 16 years older than me, and that's my booski.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Now that we grown.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, when they in them 20s and teens and stuff, like 4 years is like a whole world.
Mm-hmm.
And
And that's when those bonds were built. So they
yeah.
don't really have no bond. They didn't have a bond when they went into womanhood.
Mm-hmm. And thank y'all for listening to me ramble, because I'm just like, in a sense that, like, just to be clear, there's some ways that I identify with Tasha's character and the way she is and the way she probably had, like, in terms to be the hard exterior, to be like, oh, I have to be the tough one, and even in the sense of being like the I'm older piece, even though I was the middle child, and having to present herself and protect herself, especially from a lot of criticism from being a big girl. But then it's unfortunate because she not let herself, I don't want to say that, I'm not trying to victim blame, because I believe at one point she was a victim by like this Rocky character that
Mhm.
is her husband. But then she went along with it, and now she's become the person who is victimizing people, i.e., her sister. And she's like, not putting her sister at the forefront like she should be. And she's being taken in by this man, unfortunately. And it's very unfortunate. So I see that and I identify with that with her. And it's unfortunate. But it's like at some point, you got to free yourself.
I know that's right. Hey Kai.
Hello.
Hello, Pia.
Girl, what you got on this mess we just watched on this show?
Okay. My window's open, so if you hear anything, I'm sorry. The people love their diesel trucks around here.
Okay, girl.
I I am a bit, for me personally, I am getting a bit irritated with SWB.
Really?
I am. And not from, they don't have internal struggles, because we're also not going to pretend like they didn't have their own show and their own show and they were cracking and showing their behind too. We're not going to pretend like that didn't happen. I'm getting a
I
little
mean, we know
irritated.
that happened, but that's not what's happening now. But
Yeah,
okay.
I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I feel like they keep showing me that they don't want to do this, so then don't do this for me personally. Because essentially to me, I feel like SWV and Escape are arguing the same points, just from different vantage points. And my thing is, I think, okay, y'all wanted to co-headline, which I agree that they should be co-headlining. And I do get the whole thing of, okay, we want to have this really explained out, because this was supposed to be a tour and not just one show. But regardless, you were supposed to be co-headlining. But now we've come to the co-headlining, and now you want to open and close the show. For me, there has to be a bit of compromise if it is supposed to be this whole sisterhood thing. And it does seem like if they're not getting if they're not getting their way, then it's a, well, what are we doing then? Instead of them trying to collectively, everyone, Escape and SWV, collectively coming up with a solution. Because to me, it's a bit odd if you're saying you're wanting to co-headline, but then you want to open and close the show.
Mhm.
Thoughts on that one?
I mean, I just feel like, I think everything devolved at we want a headline, not co-headline. I think everything after that, hey DT, I feel like everything after that was gonna be a wash because it was disrespectful and rude as hell. Not Kimberly say no ma'am, SWV was not cowering down for Candy shenanigans. Absolutely not.
Yeah, but
And
they're
like
also
for
playing
me,
their own.
if being honest, it's not like the SWV like, ooh, I don't want to do this. SWV is letting them know basically, y'all, crap is getting exhausting, it's tiring, it's draining. And it is. It is. It devolved from the moment that it was like, well, we want a headline because we got a following on social media. Like, get the hell out of here. That was so disrespectful, so delusional, so foolish. And as far as ending the show, they sat there in that meeting, in that session, and it was Coco Candy and the guy, I forgot his name. So that's
Steven, I believe.
Steve, little Steve, yes. And they're like, we need to close with the biggest hit. Please don't say we want to close with the biggest hit and then say, well, no, don't use the biggest hit because it's SWV. If you saying you closing with the biggest hit, then close with the biggest hit. And we all
And
know the hit was weak.
yeah, and I get that. But then the solution is, okay, then, well, Candy, we feel like our song is the biggest hit, and I know we're already opening, so how about you guys open and we will close with Weak?
But remember, Candy doesn't want to open. Candy wants them to open for them because they want to be the headliners. So it's like Candy cannot have it both ways.
And neither can. That's me though. I feel like
But
after
SWV
we're
wasn't asking to
co-headlining.
open for them. SWV was like, we ain't opening for nobody. They didn't want to open for them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's what Candy wanted. So because Candy wanted that, now we should not
Just
close the
Candy,
biggest
the
hit
group.
just because it happens to be SWV's song.
Come on, Kai.
Yeah,
Talk about it.
But also, their opening is going to be longer. I'm just saying, they're even wanting to do the costume thing. Everyone cannot have their style, whatever, but I didn't see them bringing up their style person. And they end up, as we can see in the next episode, doing their color. So to me, it's just like, regardless, I feel like everyone needs to do a little bit more giving and taking if this is supposed to be a co-headline situation.
Well, this is the problem. They couldn't even work out the co-headline situation. They tried to work out the co-headline situation, and the bottom line is Candy and XSCAPE came in trying to bulldoze, and now these ladies are just like, nope, not doing that. Nope, not doing that. I feel like the old saying is true. You can get a lot more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. When you walk in dripping with vinegar, don't expect people to be like, well, I normally wouldn't do that, but you know what? Let's do that for you. And
but nobody's
gonna be bending for you when you walked in the door nasty.
But Candy the whole point is
walked in the door nasty. And then Tamika doubled down on the nasty. Well, we more relevant because see, Candy and Tiny do stuff outside of music, and they got a social media following. And oh no, we bougie. We got to have our. Come on, you double down.
But is that not true?
To me, they're both arguing from true points. But to me, it's everyone. To me, that's what I'm saying. For me, when it comes to this, with the co-headline, I feel like XSCAPE. I get the whole. Well, they've opened up for us before. Well, right now it's just the two of y'all, so y'all should co-headline. To me, that's fine. Everything else after that, I see them acting the same exact way. For me personally.
Yeah, I don't know how you saw it because I darn
sure do.
Like I said, if Candy want them to open, then they open it. Okay, fine. If you want them to open, then don't cry because the biggest hit is a SWV song. Like that's just bullcrap.
But who said Candy wanted them to open?
That's what she wanted.
But we're being their opener and versus being the headliner are different things when we're talking about. Now we're co-headlining, and what is the set list? And the set list is SWV goes on first and has the longer opening. XSCAPE comes on and they do the songs that they're picking, whatever. I feel like I've seen it not just on the set list, I'm seeing it also at the costume place. So you're complaining about the costumes, but I also don't see you bringing your own costumer here.
They didn't get a chance to do that. Like this was their first meeting about costumes. And at the same time,
their first meeting, they can still bring their own person and say, hey, we're going to meet at your place.
You bring a person when somebody is inviting you to meet with a costumer that they've used? How tacky would that be?
Then
I'm going to bring a costume person in here with the costume person. That's rude. So
then we have our own meeting and we invite you to our costumer.
The best thing to do is what they did. You show up and give them a shot. So they showed up and gave them a shot. And if I'm being honest, Seanitra, if I had walked into the dressing room at the Pink, I would have laughed, cackled real loud, and walked back to my goddamn car. Because that was a fiasco. But the courteous thing to do is to do what they did. You show up and you give them a shot. And now if it don't work out, then you let them know, well, we tried. I don't know if that's going to be the right thing for us. Let me try to get with somebody. And then like let my guy talk with your guy. And maybe they can kind of make a cohesive look. Like maybe when they do theirs, when they do ours, then maybe they can make it kind of similar, sort of be cohesive. I really can't work with what he can do. So they tried. They really did compromise by staying there in the dressing room at the Pink with Uncle Clifford. That was a compromise.
Well, somebody said, like, why can't they compromise and like do some songs together? Like, I feel like
that
more conversations around that.
Like, I don't think they should.
Because I had to go back and watch the verses because I didn't watch it because like I'm always talking about my daughter and I have a preschooler right now. At that time she was an infant / toddler, whatever. I didn't even watch the verses when they did it. And when I went back and watched it, I really enjoyed the parts where like Tamika was handing Taj or Coco, whoever was the mic, and they sang the different songs. Why can't they sing some songs together to make it more cohesive? Like, I don't necessarily want to just see like the one sing or the other. Like, I'm one of the ones that's more like, I actually enjoy and feel the nostalgia more when I hear the XSCAPE songs And then the SWV songs, I'm like, okay, I know that one song for Free Willy, and then I know everybody knows Weak and some of the other ones, but I feel like I know more Escape songs. So why can't they do more of a merge? Like, I don't want to just
I
hear
don't
a
think they
concert.
should.
I don't want to hear a
don't.
concert just end with Weak, is what I'm saying. I want to hear like something up tempo and upbeat, because Weak is like a
But
slow
that's
song.
not what
It's
they want to do.
amazing,
Like these people said what their vision was. They not saying what they think we want. They said they want to end with the biggest hit.
But that's the thing.
And that would be Weak. And not only that,
pay for the song.
and not only that, Jenna, you got Candy and them talking about they want to end with Understanding. That ain't even nothing that everybody can jam to. Like that's
I'm not agreeing with that, because I don't think that's the move.
But that's what I'm getting at. Like, we can talk about what we think as an audience
agrees with.
But listen to what I'm saying. We can talk about what we think as an audience. We're talking about what they're doing on that screen. That ain't got nothing to do with what we would do. What's happening on that screen is what's relevant. And what's relevant is all three of them, including little Steve, sat there and said, we want to close with the biggest hit. And Candy immediately started making weird catfish faces because the biggest hit was a SWV song. That's just dumb.
But they also agreed that Weak was a hitter. To me, I just want everyone to compromise. We've set up the co-headlining. We're co-headlining now. Okay, so what are we doing about the co-headlining? On to this group ending meeting. To me, Tasha, before she even opened up her mouth, she was guilty in the way in which she already looked a little uncomfortable, like something was told on her. And then when the papers start going, I saw the way she tried to move her hair out and she really didn't do it right. She swatched her eyelash by accident. I was like, "Oh, Tasha, you look real nervous, baby girl." And the fact that she said, "And you believe these text messages?" To me, I'm the youngster. I know people can fake them. I know people can fake them well. But there was too much information in too long of a text. Like, this was a thread. This wasn't just no quick little let me fake some like I hooked up this guy.
Let me ask an old lady question. Don't the text messages be having the dates next to them? So that person wouldn't the person have had to have been texting on that date, even from the fake number, for it to show up on different dates and stuff? Or can they do that too?
They can fake the dates, and also not necessarily like depending on like where you're screenshotting, because I use Android, but depending on where you're screenshotting, the date doesn't inherently show, and you have to like double tap to see what the exact time is. But people know how to finesse all of that. But to me, there's far too much detail in the text for this to be a random person just making this up. And the fact that it seems to be like, oh, we need all four of them, to me, this also lends credence to that Tasha and or Rocky are users. Because the fact that it seems like this was during the time where like they were touring as Escape 3, which is why the guy was like, well, I want all four of them. And Rocky's like, well, I know she can talk them into it. To me, this further lets me know like Tasha and Rocky, because I do believe that Tasha knew and Tasha was in on this. But I also don't put it past Rocky to put his wife up like as a sacrificial lamb. It is so grimy that there's a text message out there of your husband trying to finagle and say, yeah, I can get my wife to get all four of them in there for me to get this extra 20, 15, whatever K. Like, to me, I'm like, what kind of mess are you doing? And the fact that the women said, like, we thought there was always something with the promoters, but we never had evidence. And Tasha's like, oh, they're just receipts. I mean, text messages. But also, Tamika said, no, we have one of the wire transfers. Teffa. Like, she said that in that scene. So we have one of the checks where the money was sent, and we have it where it's like the man knows our personal group like going on for it to be too fake. And for you to sit there and want to pretend like it's just, oh, this is fake and you believe this. Well, you want us to believe everything that comes out of your mouth. And she always keeps saying how she has receipts and receipts and receipts, and she has not shown one yet. And then you have this little crying apology, and you don't even touch on this.
Well, hold on. Now, in fairness, she is one of the Scott sisters, and you know they slow. Because the other one told us about receipts for weeks and weeks and months, and we just not getting them. So I guess we got to give her another 3 months to see if she actually shown them to us. The Scott sisters is slow. Okay, so I don't know. I don't believe Rocky put her. I'm with Morgan. I don't believe Rocky, put her up as no sacrificial lamb. I believe Tasha knew everything about it.
I do too.
I also do
How long?
realize.
Wait. Why are you calling them slow? How long was Tina Turner?
They slow.
What?
They slow.
Okay.
That's why I'm calling them slow. Tasha sitting up there with that rock-headed man. No, he don't bit more like her than the man in the moon. And she's sitting up there looking spaced out, looking like she eat lead paint chips, playing dumb, and telling these stupid lies that she really people believes. Nobody believes these lies. These are dumber lies than Robert Dixon was telling about Juan. She tells stupid lies. And then you got Tamika sitting up there looking slow in every scene, talking about social media. Because of social media, them heifers are slow. Now the mama don't seem slow. I don't know why her children slow, but these girls is slow.
Not slow. She's opportunistic and horrible. And yeah, I said it. She should be ashamed of herself for the way she's treating her daughters and pitting them against each other. And just profiting off of their backs. I don't know
if she pitting them. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that mama. I
said it with my chest. She's terrible. Mama Gloria should be ashamed of herself. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like what she's doing, but I truly can't call it with her. I just feel like in my humble opinion, I feel what's going on with Mama Scott. Mama Scott is one of them self-centered ladies. I think everything is about her.
And that's what I'm not going to be, and that's why I'm not going to be humble about it, because I think she is presenting herself in a horrible light, and she is being like just as terrible.
I think with her, everything is about her. I think it's about how she feels and who does what she wants them to do.
Yes.
And I think that she got a different attitude toward Tasha than she does toward Tamika, but because Tasha seems like a mommy pleaser. Yeah. I feel like Tasha just as trifling as Tamika in every way imaginable, and probably worse than some. But I think that Tasha will do and say all the right stuff in her mama face to make her mama feel like, see, mom, I'm listening to you. And I think even when we heard her talking about when my daddy just decided to leave, it was the three amigos, me, my sister, and my mama. I think that because she's like team mommy, that's why the mama kind of like, favors her more.
And I think
and I feel like the other girl is more interested in like, I'm gonna do what make me happy, and it's about me and what I want. And I think that because her mama, shows more favor to the sister because the sister's trying to please her, that I feel like Tamika goes out of her way to do certain stuff to upset her mama because she kind of want to get back at her because of how she making her feel. And I said it from the very first episode. All these heifers need to go sit down in group therapy with a licensed professional.
Yes. Yeah, say that. And I just want
they legit taking their trauma out on each other.
Yes, be in therapy, be with somebody licensed, be with somebody who's going to look overall. Because with me, what it was is, and everybody brings their own perspective from things. And so with me, it was like I could see the first daughter, the first child kind of dynamic, because I look at things a lot in birth order, much more than sign like other people do. So like I have like the first birth order thing that I think of and I look at with other people, but with me, I look at everything from a middle child lens, where it's like, okay, well the first child already took over the whole, like all the stuff you were just depicting for Tamika, right? And so I'm like the middle child that's like, oh, what can I do? And the people pleaser thing, and what can I do? And how can I help? And what can I do for the family? And so I identify more with Tamika in that way. But then I have a younger sister who's very different in some of the ways she does things. So I can see all these family dynamics play out, and it's very funky and very interesting with how they all play out.
To me, Tasha seems more like the people pleaser. Because she goes out of her way. I won't say people pleaser, mommy pleaser. Because she goes out of her way, and you could tell by just her demeanor. Everything she does is so her mama can say amen.
Tamika or Tasha?
Tasha, not Tamika. Tasha. Tasha's more the, I need mama to say amen for everything, and that's what it gives. And I'm a baby child, and I was close with my mama. But I never did the, I need mama to say amen. That was my middle sister. She needed mama to say amen. So it ain't always birth order, but I can see, you know, because I do have sisters, I can definitely see what's going on here. We got one that's gonna do whatever it takes for mama to say that I'm, you know, I'm the best daughter ever.
Yes, and somebody said in the chat she looks for her mama for validation. I think that they
Yes.
do both of them in this case, especially with you have the father leaving, and I think that's like a very interesting nuance that like some people have brought up a little bit, but some people not as much because the father was like still around. It's not like he died or anything. He was still there, so like the girl still looks at him so like well, what are we doing here? And I think Tamika very much looks at him with validation and like she still has a relationship with him. Like when I was younger, it was like, oh, the father left. I could care about that. Like, you know, my mama is here and the one that's taking care of me. So that's what I care about. But like other people would want to cleave more to they pick one
But
or the
see,
other.
but well, this is what you missing in that dynamic. Tamika
Mm-hmm.
is not. Tamika don't have a relationship with her daddy because she want to be close to her daddy. Tamika's relationship with her dad is to spite her mama because
Oh
she
no,
feels like
ma'am.
her mama favors the sister,
I did not
and
miss it.
so
That's
she's and so. But I'm just saying like that's really what's going on there.
yeah. Oh
She has a relationship with the daddy despite her mama. Like
yeah.
he left you, but he didn't leave me. Like
Oh yeah.
that's what's going on. She's
And I
ribbing her
didn't
mother.
miss it because I was the one looking at the situation like, why does she have a relationship with the father? Because where was he when y'all were growing up? And so
He
like
was nowhere. He wasn't
yeah,
doing nothing for them. What
exactly.
what
So I
what
noticed
went
that and
on?
I was
But
like, I
that's
don't
why I'm
like it.
saying. But that's why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
Tamika ain't nobody's victim. That's why like with people with that old Tamika child miss me with that Tamika bull crap. Tamika got some mess with her too.
Mm-hmm.
She got some mess with her too.
Yeah,
Because just because
great.
you feel like your mama showed favor to a different child, that ain't how you go about it. When I felt like my mama did something that wasn't cool, guess what? I had a word with her. Hey, gorgeous, let's talk.
I mean, I never
Yeah.
had to because I was the favorite, you know, Shanika. So, you know.
Well, I was my daddy's favorite. But it was times where mama did some stuff. And if we being real, parents ain't perfect. Parents are people. So
Yeah.
parents can hurt your feelings. If my mama did something to hurt my feelings, I didn't go and say, let me do something because I know this will get to her, this will hurt her. That was never in my mind because I'm not dysfunctional and sick. I went and had a conversation and said, hey, gorgeous, let's talk. Or
I
I would call my mama and say, hey, pretty girl, you want to go get a drink? And she would be like, yeah, let me get my shoes. And we would sit down and I would treat her to some good food, a steak or something. And we sit down and drink us some cocktails and cordials. And I'd be
yeah,
like, now, girl, when you said what you said,
it hurt.
and you know, she would be like, oh, well, I ain't mean it like that, but you did get on my nerves. And we would talk and laugh, and that would be the end of it. Tamika didn't handle that in a healthy way, so she did stuff to try to hurt her mama. So then her mama felt justified in even further showing inequitable treatment between those two girls. You see what I'm
And
Yeah,
saying?
I
no,
get
I
that.
absolutely hear what you're saying. And Kai going to say things. Go ahead, girl.
But I'm just saying
No,
it was a cycle, it was a mess. Go ahead, Kai. My
Yeah.
bad.
but to me, it's like that's not the same situation. If we're supposed to be this whole story is like it was just the three of them against the world, but then in the home it was really two against one.
Yes.
And they said that he left when they were younger. So that means like during your childhood, during your formative years, then her mother and her father have created this mess for her to be unhealthy. And into adulthood, she needs to take reins of it and then go sit on someone's therapy couch. But to me, it's like even if the one who was Tiny, they said Tiny was always in the middle. Even Tiny said sometimes Tamika would go against them to the detriment of herself just for Tasha. And I believe that is wrapped up in her mother because you created this environment from young childhood where it
If you
was.
believe that, because I don't, but go ahead.
But my thing is, if I'm trying to also believe the story that if we're believing the story that Tasha and her mom is saying, it was three of them against the world. But then also we're saying,
I don't look at it like that. I feel like every mother who's raising their child after a deadbeat haul tail, it is you and your children against the world. But I feel like her mother put that battery in her back, and I feel like some mothers do that to make the children feel like, okay, you have to cling to me. I don't care how
yeah,
toxic, how
I was
dysfunctional
getting
it
there.
is, cling to me because it's us. Just raise your children and stop making your children feel like they owe you something. Just do your job.
Yeah, but it was also that, and then at the same time, you're showing favors. You're saying that it's just us against the world for me to cling to you, but then at the same time, in our home, you're showing favoritism to one child. That's a recipe for
I just had to
disaster.
go on mute real quick so I can look up the Arms of the One Who Loves You on YouTube real quick because I love that song. But I just think that's one of those things, like to Sinitra's point, it's like some people do raise their children to be like, you need to cleave to me. You need
Yep.
to be with me. I'm the parent that stayed behind you and raised you and all those things. And some parents do that. Now, my mother, for example, never did that. She never had to because I knew as a child, this is the person who's taking care of me. This is the parent who is there every day for when I need things. This is the parent who, like,
Right.
when I am like thinking about like, oh, daddy this and daddy that, and they're saying things at school, and I'm like, where's my father? He's not around. I am aware because he's not around. And so for me, like, it was very easy to me to cleave to my mother. So to me, that was more natural. I don't know if that was different for Tamika and Tasha's case, but for me, I know it was like, you can't make me feel some type of way about my biological father because I know my mother is there taking care of me. And so,
But
like, there's
see,
never a
but
question.
this was the difference. The difference was the mother was not, I don't think she paid attention to the mental health of these children, and a lot of the moms from that generation didn't. My mom was from that generation. Well, my mama older than her, but them ladies, those older ladies of a certain age, they didn't pay attention to your mental health. It was do what I said, or I'm gonna tell your tail up. Okay. But she didn't pay attention to the fact that the way she handled that girl, it affected her deeper than she thought it did. I think I honestly believe some of those mothers, they really felt like, okay, well, I do a little extra for her, or I'm a little bit closer to her because she does like I tell her to do. But without realizing that you're a little bit closer, it sent a different message. It didn't send a message like, okay, I can now be more obedient, or I can now listen more. It actually sometimes turns into rebellion, and I think that's what it turned into for Tamika. You was able to cling to your mama and be like, yo, my mama had my back. That's who took care of me. That's who was down for me, and I'm down for her. But that's not what happened with this girl. Her mother's feeling like her mama was rejecting her, or feeling like her mother was favoring her sister over her. It affected her in a way that she felt injured. Like, she felt injured. And she wanted to injure her mother. Like, she wanted to cause hurt back. Like, she wanted to repay that hurt with hurt. That's why it was okay. I'm a daddy's girl. What is that to say
Did we lose her?
for a man that didn't buy you a ham sandwich? She's passive aggressive way of, I'm gonna deal it back to you. I'm gonna deal it back to you. And quite frankly, the mother didn't manage the situation very well. I know no woman that's married plans on being a single mother, so you ain't no expert at it. But I feel like she could have managed this a whole lot different if she wasn't so selfish. I see a lot of selfishness coming from that mama, and I think she took the fact that she was thrust into single motherhood by no fault of her own, after doing, quote unquote, all the right things, and still ended up being a single mama. I think that she put all of that pressure and all of that burden on her children.
I would posit that, we don't know that it wasn't to any fault of her own. Obviously, we know from being mothers, me and you. I don't know if Kai, if you have children, but like,
I know
it's
Kai
not.
it's 20, it's young and child free.
Yeah,
Thank the
Kai's
Lord.
still one of our babies now. She ain't got no babies. She ain't
I
Thank
never
the
see
Lord.
just
the
got no
baby
babies.
cheeks. I seen you, girl, but I don't want to assume now.
Yeah,
So like,
we do age well. We do age well.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
like, so we don't know, but we know these Negroes is crazy, and then we get together with them, and then you have the children and all those things. So it's a lot on us, even as women with committed partners. So you never know specifically, but like, we don't know that Tasha's mama girl Gloria was on top of her stuff. Like,
I'm not saying she was on
not
top
all
of her
mothers are.
stuff.
I was just saying, devil's advocate. Not all mothers are created equal.
Right.
So
But
like,
all
she
I'm
was
saying
on top of
is,
what she was
like,
doing.
when ladies go and get married and build their families, they, in their mind, I'm doing all the right things. I got the husband, and then I got the children, and we building a family. So what I'm saying is, she wasn't out here sports screwing. You understand? She wasn't out here popping
Yeah, I got
coochie.
you. Okay.
She took her time and tried to have a family. Nobody's perfect in a marriage, honey. Marriage ain't easy. It's a lot of work. And so she might have been willing to hang in, but he left. And you can't force nobody to stay. You can't force nobody to love you. It is what it is, honey.
Ooh, that's probably why Tasha don't want to sing that song where she was like, "I know you're going, I can't make you stay."
But get this, and let me tell you something else. When it comes down to Tasha, I think that has a lot to do with her dynamic with Rockhead, because she watched the man that she
I was
called her
on mute. I had
father
to say not
walk
Rockhead.
out on her mother, and so she is so afraid that he's gonna walk out on her. She's trying to rewrite history for her mama, for herself. Like, daddy walked out on me and you and Tamika, but I'm gonna hold my husband. I'm gonna keep my husband. He can sleep with 20 million people. I'm gonna hold my husband.
Can I interject?
Yes.
So to me, I don't want to even be like, oh, it was just a little favoritism, because to me, it says a lot that cameras are in your home and you feel comfortable to whisper to your other daughter she's just jealous. So I can only imagine what else you feel comfortable to say when no one else is around. When it
I
comes to
mean, we
the
weren't there.
Thank
We weren't
you.
there, and we see her behavior, and we see how jealous she not jealous. We see how selfish she is, how self-centered she is, and for whatever reason, over time, she clearly, like, I don't think nobody can debate that, she clearly favors Tasha over Tamika. Like, we already see that.
yeah,
But what I'm saying is her behavior and everything she did after that man left is a direct cause for the behavior of her daughters, both
yeah,
Tasha and Tamika.
we all agree on that one. Because now, and I don't know how she has, when it comes to like child rearing and all that lovely stuff, I did study it. Well, I haven't had it yet, but I've studied it. She has created insecure attachments with her daughters, where they attach, and it seems to me a very unhealthy way of willing to do anything to keep this person, as you said with Rockhead, of like, it seems to me that this man has, because obviously everyone, other people have said that Tasha was a little hard behind before the Rocky situation, but you've allowed this man to come in, and since he has come in, your life doesn't seem to have really moved that far. Yet you are exalting him like he is God and he has walked on water.
Because
And
she's trying to hang on to that man because
yes,
that man walked out on her mama.
yes, yes, we know.
I'm telling you what it is. They need to go sit down
But
with
I'm agreeing with you. I'm just explaining it my own way.
Yeah,
We are on the
straight
same
up.
point.
They
I'm
need,
just
yeah.
saying, just like you see the fact that like you are willing to praise this man, saying, "Well, he got me the gospel deal," and then your receipt is from someone else speaking. You
But
are
not,
praising
and you know what's worse?
what?
Let me tell y'all the punchline. I bet you she don't even realize why she hanging on to that man that hard.
I bet you she doesn't. Because the way in which she still talks about her mother and she's in question the way her relationship with her sister and all that kind of stuff, she has not really sat back and tried to reflect.
I bet you she ain't never had a really good orgasm by him. Ugh.
Oh my.
That's right. I said it. Damn it.
Oh my.
Um, I'm
Jim,
sorry. Excuse my language.
But
have mercy.
no, but I can get it. It's just like she, and I don't know if her mom also like, I lost my man, you better not lose this man, of like, again, like willing to accept scraps, where I don't really see any true, since she's been on the show, I've not really seen any true joy, because even the joy she shares is rooted in darkness and backbiting. I'm running to this gospel deal, running to the gospel deal that you are trying to backdoor through your group, instead of just being a grown woman and saying, "Hey guys, I want to take a pause. I want to do my solo thing," or just healthily saying, "Hey, I want to work with you all, but I'm gonna have to take some steps." Like, you can't even do that, and yet you're in your confessional saying, "I'm running to the Lord. I'm running to finally sing." All this kind of stuff, like even her joy is still her quote unquote joy is shrouded in darkness and scheming.
But the thing is, it's not even joy then. If
I
you
know
watch
what I
her,
said,
yeah,
quote
I
unquote joy.
dig you. Because if you watch her behavior, what I see is it's always misery. It's either I'm running from misery, I'm highlighting misery, I'm talking about misery. Everything about her is just miserable. Meatwad is miserable.
Who can I run to?
Jesus. I want her to be at the next altar call. And see, there was a time, see, y'all young, but let me tell you, there was a time in the church where the ladies, they say they would go to the altar and they would tarry. They would tarry and wait for the Holy Ghost. That's what I want her to do. Go tarry. Just go lay down, lay at the altar, just lay flat and wait till he show up. Because this is ridiculous.
Not
I'm
somebody
telling you,
that
the
saying
Scott, the
good
Scott
man,
was on my
Savannah.
last nerve. Hey Bianca, go ahead, Jenna.
Somebody in the chat said he's a good man, Savannah. And
Mm.
that's what I was trying to get at
Mhm.
earlier when I was like, she was the big girl who didn't know any better. She was throwing her self esteem at the altar of this man. Like, she was like, oh, he's a good man. He wants to put him outside, girl. Put him outside. And she didn't
Mm-mm.
do that.
Wait,
Now she's stuck in the
What I
mess.
want her to do, and I'm not gonna never tell nobody to leave their husband because I didn't put you with him. I can't break you up from him. But just go to the altar and tarry there. Wait for the Holy Ghost to show up, and I bet you Jesus will put him out. Just let Jesus. Don't you throw
just
him out.
let Jesus handle
I
him.
tell him,
Yeah.
leave him. Leave him outside.
Okay,
Leave
Mm-mm.
him.
you
Just
and
go and lay
oh,
down like Mr. Brown used to do with Tyler Perry play Mr. Brown. Just do like Mr. Brown. Just go roll around on the floor at the altar and wait until the spirit come and just carry him out the door.
because she doesn't even realize that herself and this man, you say singing is your gift, is your passion, and the fact that you are on this little apology tour, snotting and running all over, saying it's all because I wanted to sing. No, Heffa, it's because you have nasty, trifling ways about yourself to the point where you are sabotaging yourself and allowing your husband to do the same.
But see now, hold on.
What we holding on for?
It was a little bit. It was a little bit of truth to that. See, in the middle of all India, any pile of horse crap, there's a shred of truth.
Okay, what's the truth? Maybe I missed it, or maybe I know about it and I didn't say it yet.
I think you might have missed this one, baby girl.
Okay,
It's a
what?
shred. It was a shred. This is because she wanted to sing, you know.
Oh, I
It
didn't
is.
know you were
It
gonna
is.
say.
It is. It
I
is.
mean,
I'm telling you, it is. Because, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Her sister Ben knew she stole 30 racks. Do you think she would have mentioned it if this heifer wasn't trying to go sing? Mm-hmm. Rocky been hoeing. Rocky ain't just started hoeing. For all these women to be popping up, babies everywhere popping up like popcorn, Rocky been hoeing. Everybody
Rocky a
coming out.
hoe from way back.
Thank you. Like Houdini. I'm a hoe. You know I'm a hoe. Oh, yes. Oh, he been doing his thing. But since now you want to be in the spotlight, of course,
mm,
everybody who wants to
yeah,
come out, they're gonna come on out and be like, hey, you want to be in the spotlight, but so and so and so. You want to be in the spotlight, but so and so and so. It is because you want to sing. Now, where I gotta call heavy bull crap, singing is your passion. I beg to differ, madam. I beg to differ. Because if singing was your passion, we would have heard something before you, before XSCAPE decided to do a comeback.
yes.
That's number one. If singing was really your passion, you would be able to give us more than that same
Be
one.
on a SoundCloud, have your own YouTube channel. You could do something.
But not only that, why is she giving us the same run in every song? That same tired, forced run in every song. Singing is your passion, but your range ain't got no better. Usually from singers, and I'm a singer, when you get older, your voice gets better with age. You get more control. You can control your breath, your tone, everything better. It gets slicker as you get older. This
Well,
girl's voice is
see,
just
but unless you get lazy, because there are some singers that they make it and they're like, well, I don't have to do anything better. And even in
mm-mm,
the regular world where they're like, I can just rest on these laurels and they don't have to do
she ain't
that's
read.
why.
But would that not still go back to it ain't your passion? See, if it was your passion,
You
that
right,
voice
you
gets
right. Go ahead.
slicker with age. I ain't performed nowhere in how old is this girl? Over 16 years. But that voice gets slicker with age. Her voice is still the same struggle voice from 1997.
Yeah. I can't call you on that because I can't sing worth a damn. So, oh, excuse my language. I'm sorry. Like I can't sing worth of nothing, so like I don't really know about the language stuff. So like I mean, and the voice stuff. So I will always say like with me, I like to listen to who I like to listen to and who I enjoy. And so if I like the voice, that's what appeals to me. And so I can't speak for who likes the voice better and the technical things. So like that's where I put the difference on myself with what who I like versus who I don't like. Like I'm never one of those people who say, "Oh, Candy can't sing," blah blah blah, because
Oh, I'll
some
say
people.
it.
I know you will, child. And I was like, I can't say she can't sing, but like I like the whole the supposedly what people say the escape sound that she brings. But for me, like, I'm not a technical singer, so I know that I enjoy aspects of the songs that she put forth. But for other stuff, it's like I'm not gonna say she can't sing because child, I can't sing. So what
That
I
shit,
look like saying
Well,
somebody can't
I'll
baby,
add
that
to
boy, that baby sound like she's singing at the wrong end of livestock. It's real bad.
but
Tasha say
yeah.
Patty LaBelle voice is great as she ages. Yeah, the older you get, the more control you get.
But yeah, I wanted to add on to your point, Miss Nidra.
Mhm.
And the fact that, again, she exalts this man, and he's supposed to be Ace Boom Coon, just know, the greatest gift to earth. I follow a YouTuber, I love her. She likes to sing on the side, so she will put her little money to the side, and I think she released like 2 little EPs. I love her music, I put it on my little playlist, and it's just a little passion project for her. And as you said, if this was your passion, Tasha, you would not have to wait for another escape show to come on for
Hello.
all of a sudden you now I'm running to Jesus. I just want to sing. Even with Candy, you don't like to like her voice, but when she was to put out a song, she goes ahead and goes into her little studio and puts it together, and whoever wants it, and whoever doesn't. She's not waiting around for no deal or whatever, or for the next big come up from Escape. So Tasha, if this is your passion, you don't seem to be serious about it. Because I'm a
That's what
musician. I remember I play the I like semi-professional, play the violin and stuff like that. I know the times in which when I was playing in college, I was not really in my passion, wasn't really practicing like that. And so, my behind didn't do well on my little playing test, and I sat more in the back. But when I was serious about it, and when I was really on my stuff, I was in my quartets and every. When you are really serious about it, and
when
you
you're
say you've been so
serious, you're
serious
gonna
about it
do
for 20 years,
it.
and you don't,
Right.
there's not even your YouTube channel doesn't even have.
Mm,
Even if I never, because I didn't really know Tasha's name. So even all this time, why don't you have it where now you're back on TV and stuff like that? People can go look you up. Why is it you're on your YouTube channel? There's not a few little music
You know
videos
what?
or little they do like the just the audio videos where it's just the lyrics. There's
Yeah.
none of that. So there's nothing you've been putting out all these years
Because she ain't
until
gonna put out nothing because
yeah.
it's not her. That's why I said I call bull. And matter
Mhm.
of fact, I'm gonna
Great
give
point.
y'all a perfect example of somebody who is really their passion. And I don't care if you love or hate her. Suki Hunter, that's her passion. Because when Suki ain't had no audience, Suki was willing to do anything. That fool was making videos with her whole friends in the Walgreens. They up there twerking. I need some Henny and a Plan B. I say, wait, what is this little girl saying? And she kept going. She went on Jerry Springer up there dancing on the floor and putting her booty in the air. I'm like, what is this crazy girl doing? And sure enough, lo and behold, this crazy girl then came up because that was really her passion. If it's what you want to do, you're going to do it.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
do it.
designed and make clothes because it's my passion. Singing was for fun, but I designed and make clothes because it's my passion. I made clothes when wasn't nobody buying clothes. I had stuff sitting on the mannequins. When it's your passion, you're gonna do it. Ain't nobody gonna stop you from doing it. I don't believe Tasha has the passion. I feel like what Tasha has is desperation. She just want to hang on to that man. If he tell her you need to sing, then that's what she want to do. If he tell her tomorrow to start a cooking channel, that's what she gonna want to do. Cooking gonna become her passion. If he tell her tomorrow, go find Miss Nitra and tell her to show you how to do nickel and accordion, please. Then that's gonna become her passion. Her passion is doing whatever the hell that Negro tell her to do. She don't have no passion. Tasha don't even know herself because when she was still young and just the fat girl from Escape, he told her he liked her, and that was the beginning
And that
and
was
end.
enough.
That was the beginning and end of her book. She ain't had.
Another okay.
I'm just saying she ain't had no passion.
That's what I
She
was
don't
saying
even know who
earlier.
she
I had to
is.
jump in because I knew the my audio went out. That's what I'm saying. Like, he blinded her with the foolishness when her self esteem was low and she didn't know nothing about herself, and so she got her. Unfortunately, he got her all messed up in the head, and it's unfortunate that over time it didn't develop the way it should have, where she should have known better. Like, this Negro ain't about nothing. Let me be over here with my sisters, plural, my blood sister and my other sisters in the group. She didn't know any better, and it's so sad. So that's where I feel bad for her in terms of that, like, victim piece of it. But at this point, she done victimized so many people. It's a mess.
I just feel like I'm sorry. I'm not looking at her like, oh, he did something to her. He didn't do nothing to her.
Yeah.
He approached you, and this is life.
And
Men
she had a
approach you.
boyfriend, right? At the
Men
time.
approach. Yeah, she was seeing somebody. Men approach you, and you either accept them or you don't. He
Yeah, and then
appealed to,
based on what your self-esteem is and what the world tells you
but it
worth
doesn't matter. She
about.
was dating another man.
Yeah, she was dating
Him,
someone else.
him
So that
walking
doesn't
up
mean
on
anything.
him walking up on her boyfriend and basically saying, "I want her so much, I'm willing
And
to be aggressive
and
with
how
you."
bad does your
That
self-esteem have
spoke
to
to.
be that
But listen to what I'm
your
saying.
man walks up
But
to that?
listen to what I'm saying, Jenna. The fact that she was dating somebody and he walked up on and I'm and showed her and made this grand showing of, I want you so bad that I'm willing to be aggressive to have you. That spoke to something in her. See, the man that was there was already there. I got low
Yeah,
self-esteem. I got a boyfriend. I'm so happy. He. But something in the back of her mind still felt undesirable. By that man doing that, that appealed to that need in her to be desired by a man. She wanted to feel wanted by a man. See, that no good daddy walking out, that did something to that girl. And I don't know why these men thinking that walking out on their children don't affect them. You think you only hurting your ex-wife or your baby mama. You're not. You're hurting your daughters too. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Because
we're
with
saying
him,
things.
all she was waiting for was a man to want her so much. She wanted a man to want her. That's one thing. But this one walking up like, I want you so much, I'm going to take you from somebody. I'm going to be aggressive to have you. Oh, baby. That was the mindgasm of the century.
Yeah,
And she
we're
been
saying
riding the
the same
wave
thing.
ever since. And much like heroin addicts, Miss Thing was chasing the dragon. She's staying with him, hoping to feel that same euphoric feeling again. And much like crack and heroin, it ain't
Not
never as
heroin.
good as the first time.
Yeah, not heroin. No, we're saying the same thing. That's the same thing I'm saying.
It ain't never as good as the first time. You know that.
Mm.
They hit that rock the first time and they on the moon. And every rock after that, they searching for the first one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you ain't
I
said nothing
what
wrong.
I wanted to say that's why I also can't feel sorry for her. So again, far too many people have spoken to her behavior before Rocky was there. For one, and for two, the way in which she likes to wordplay and stuff like that. The fact that I feel like she's never fully acknowledged when it comes to like the whole check situation. The fact that she acts like she also didn't receive a check is weird.
Maybe
She
she
never,
did. Yeah.
she never says, I got my check. I don't know what happened to yours. She act like she don't know nothing about no money. Like, okay, if y'all were so poor and destitute in your mama's house, you're not gonna say, yes, I received my text, Shanika, but I have nothing to do. I don't know nothing about that. But she
Listen,
acts
Rocky
like,
might have got her check and Tamika check and when it splurged on some females and came home, like, baby, I was out looking for a job.
yeah. So to me, that rang my alarm bell, especially with like, and then I get the whole like, oh, Tamika wait a while, but no, ho. If you don't ask your sister to put out the receipts, put them out. Okay, and you didn't respond yet, and now you're in your little pot. You don't have receipts, girl. Where is it? Because you called your sister bluff. She met it, and I thought you would have had yours ready in the arsenal, ready to go, and
I ain't
just
got none.
and got none. So to me, it's just like, and I do get the because people I do like to know that within that group it's a voting system. I'm just like I need to stop playing in the middle. Tamika, stand on your square. Everyone needs to stand on their square and come together and vote this heifer out because I will not be participating if y'all come up again with another little show and y'all going through the same mess with this heifer and
I will
Rockland.
never watch again. This was my first time watching it. I'm telling y'all, it
This
will
was my
never
first time because I didn't watch the other one because I was in high school and I didn't really care that
I
much.
was about to say I didn't watch the other one either, and I wasn't in
hell
high
no.
school. I think I was adult adjacent or whatever, and I didn't watch the other one.
So it is because the fact that even in her, which there's some truth in the singing part, but even in the apology, it's still very self-serving, and it really, it just no, it felt mostly of a PR statement because you got
Was
this
that
argument.
PR or was that desperation set to tears?
Okay,
Oh
can it be
my
both?
bad.
Because at the end, when she's apologizing to all the business people, that's most definitely a PR statement.
Mm.
The tears were from desperation. Oh my God, we done dug a hole we can't get out of.
But did they dig a hole or did she dig that hole by herself?
I mean, she I feel like her and her husband be doing it together. But you know what? She could have flung Rocky out there. She could have turned this around. I think she had enough wiggle room to turn it around for some people. So you know what? It is her because she could have left him out to dry.
And that's what I'm saying. I
That
feel
could have
like
been a move.
herself. I know everybody, that's the normal thing. Oh, the man did this to her. That man ain't did a goddamn thing to her. Tasha is grown. That is a full grown meatball. You mean to tell me she can't think for herself? Oh, Jenna had to go. Her baby calling her. And Sheila got to go to bed because she got work. And I got to get off from here too because I done been on here too long. Kai, you always get me in trouble.
I don't. I shouldn't be talking to you because my wisdom teeth are having a growth spurt, and it's ready for them to come out. I wasn't even going to call yet, but you always get me when I see you. You always get me when I see you. It just you. So it's you. You are the problem, okay?
Hey, come on now. Age before beauty. It's you.
Who says there's no beauty on the other side of the screen?
But I got the age, so we got
Oh God. Okay, that's how we're gonna do this now.
You get to do beauty tonight.
Okay. All right.
Tonight. But yeah, any closing?
Yeah, I guess we'll see how this rides.
Huh?
I'm sorry. No, I'm just gonna say, like, I guess we'll see how this little last episode goes, and if they're going to be speaking on this promoter situation, because I think that is wild. Because I don't. For me, she also made a misstep with the PR. Because you're right. The tears were out of desperation, but the end it was PR, and I think she made a misstep because I feel like she should have really just if she was going to apologize, she should have waited for all of this to play out. Because now you've gone to apologize, and people were pissed again because now it seems like you and your husband were pimping out your group for extra couple grand.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all gotta be smarter criminals than this because the apology should have been held if you knew more ish was about to come up.
Let me tell you something. All she got to do is do like a public breakup with Rocky and play into what everybody always believes, that the woman is a victim and I'm coming back, I'm reclaiming my life bullcrap. Child, her album will go double platinum. That's all she got to do. She probably gonna be too stupid to do it because she got to hold on to her man.
I feel like there are some people out there, but I feel like there's not enough, and especially when there's too much footage of her being on her own and just having the same attitude. So I think,
but I'm telling you, Kat, I watch how gullible people are in social media. People are so gullible. They believe the stupidest storylines. Like people were sitting up believing that Mia and Jackie were really arguing. And I tried to tell y'all it was a setup. Ain't nobody want to believe me. Now they back friends. Told you it's a setup. Like people fall for the most shallow cons. Like people
she should have done that
into these con jobs, and people fall for it. I'm telling you, all she got to do
it's hang him to the wind.
Is make a big public breakup, and I'm reclaiming my life, and I was down so long, and I couldn't see my self-worth, and but I went back to Jesus, and now I got my strength back. Girl, please, them Negroes that eat that mess up.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I can see
and I will clap for her, Kai. I will.
You would clap. Well, I would too, because I'm just like, girl, this is not smart. Because to me, it's like the way for her to get out of it is so easy. It's to throw the man out there. This one is too easy for me to fix for a good majority of the public, and you won't do it. And I'm just like, good God.
Right. All she got to do is throw him to the wolves. He already threw you to the wolves. Just toss him out. Return the favor.
Yeah. It's just throw him out there and like. I think even she has to, I'm going to the Lord and I'm going to a therapist. I'm going to try to figure out, because, some people, people have turned on her with the whole, like, Candia's issue. And a lot of people now, Tasha, I see a little of both, but a lot of people now see, like, Tasha was a girl, and I'm going to therapy and I'm going to try to undo this. And, like, she could turn it out, but she's too dumb to do it.
I told you them Scott sisters slow. Both of them.
Yeah. But we can keep dabbing. But yes, thank you for entertaining me tonight and for us talking. We agree, we disagree, we have a good time.
I know. Listen, that's the one thing I love about the porch, because we got people with all type of different views and ideas and opinions. And we can, a lot of times, like once you get it all out there, like we can all kind of see where the other person coming from. And this is wild because most of us met on this internet. And you got these 4 women in this group that y'all been knowing each other in person, ate together, slept in the same beds, houses, and stuff, and y'all can't sit down and chop it up like this. How sick is that?
I mean, when you refuse to sit on someone's couch.
But I'm just saying, like, when you really think about it, like, we in here right now, it's a little under 200 people. We can sit up in here, laugh, talk, kiki, disagree. Man, I don't see that. We can laugh, crack jokes about it, and move on. But you got these full-grown, rusty, musky heifers that know each other, and two of them is blood related, same mama, same daddy, and y'all can't sit down, talk it out, chop it up, and move on. That's pathetic. Tasha Brooks say it's called egos.
Well, I mean, it's egos, but also like money is involved, and we can catch it up and laugh and everything, but you mess with my money, or you're trying to get money.
Problems ain't got nothing to do with money. A lot of it is just attitudes, egos, and funk.
I guess, yeah, that's the center of quite a bit of it to start on this path in the first place.
Because all that mess over the years between Tasha and Candy ain't been about no goddamn money. Egos, attitudes, and funkiness. That's all it is.
I can agree with that. And that's how we ended up here.
Their character flaws are not even just flaws, they're character fissures. Like, it's character crevasses, character schisms. Like, who is that fractured? Hey, S, I'm with you. Something is definitely up with that younger sister, because the way she ambushed her sister at that meeting, you done sat up in her face smiling, oh, let's make up, oh, the fake tears, fake hugging. And you knew all the while that you done made copies of pictures of stuff to confront her with a group so y'all could all ambush that girl. You could have told her, girl, we need to discuss what the hell your husband doing with these kickbacks. So at least she'd have known what she was walking into. She nasty too. All of them nasty. I told y'all that whole group is nasty. They nasty.
Yeah. I'll be coming to the porch. I don't know when, but most likely sometime soon. I had a lovely night, everybody.
Okay. All right, Kai. Good night, boo. And good night. S came in late, so she ready to crank it back up. We finna go to bed. So look, I love y'all. Everybody, Kai, tell everybody good night. Well, she gone. So look, y'all hit the like button on the way out. If you did not hit the like button on the way in, please hit the notification bell. Make sure you click all so we'll know every time you go live that I go live over here on this porch. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. It's free. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. But you want to be here because this is a good time. We have a great time over here. And we'll be happy to have you. If you want to join channel membership, there's a join button underneath the video and a membership link in the description box beneath the video. All right, y'all. So I'm going to get on up out of here. I love you guys. Have a great night. Sweet dreams. Say your prayers. And remember, in case no one else says it to you, honey, God loves you. I love you. And ain't nothing you can do about it. We'll talk again tomorrow, more than likely. Okay? Bye, y'all.